everybody. I hope you're having a great Saturday. I'm gonna just unmute Combat. Hey, what's up, Combat? It seems that Stream Elements has had a moment, which I respect wholeheartedly. And I will get that fixed. I hope everybody's doing well, brother. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Trash Panda, I can't do a dance break, which is where I go take a break from stream and dance. Just right this moment. Did you So you're telling him to pay you $5 for me to dance? That's
Yes. And just make sure you send that to email on PayPal.
to that email for sure. It
Specifically
is
that email.
legitimate. It's legitimate.
Yes. See, even Bunny's on. Come on, let's go.
Thank you for the lurk, Thrall. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. It's fine. This is fine. Hello, what's up? It's Spooky Saturday, which is a just chatting installment where me and my friends talk about spooky stuff on the internet, and we're hanging out with Combat Dude today. What's up?
Avatar. Oh my god.
Listen,
So
I gave you
spooky.
the opportunity. I gave you the opportunity to send me a different photo, and you declined that. You declined that, so
I don't do photos. I really don't.
what?
I really don't.
What?
I'm
I
not
mean, look
great
at
at it.
this. Look at this, just little Yoshi, just phenomenal.
Yeah,
Feel better though.
yeah. It was living in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I hear that. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's happening with Stream Elements. So what I am gonna do right quick, because I'm so cool, is I'm gonna just copy paste the thing because I don't know how to fix it, and I think Ty can fix it. Ty should be able to fix it. I think maybe. I don't know how appropriate the photo of him right now is before role playing. What? I'm
I
a
did
bad
nothing.
mod. Yes, it's okay. I'm also a bad mod, Ty. Please fix Stream Elements is dumb. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, how are you today, Combat? I know you did a stream earlier. You were playing Contraband, which is like
Yes.
Papers, Please, and it's different. But I actually really liked it.
I
Really cool.
yes, I have said on several streams already. It's literally feeding that dopamine into me. I can't ignore it. I got to play more. I have to play more.
I understand that completely.
It's
I
really
immediately
fun.
added it to my wish list because I'm like, this game actually looks really. I mean,
Yeah,
I fucks with Paper Please as well. I really enjoy that game, so I fully get it.
yeah. See, the annoying thing is that you get. It's like Papers, Please, where you get, oh, you have a choice. You can either do this, that, or the other. I'm like, no, I want to regulate. I want to do the paperwork. Just let me do the goddamn paperwork. I don't care about your politics. Just get me the fucking A4. Oh, that's incorrect.
My favorite thing is
That's
like you
incorrect.
literally waited in line this entire time and you didn't bother. You passed 6 signs before you got to your Janice, and you didn't bring all of your paperwork with you. Are you serious? Like at any point during your 3-hour wait in line, you could have been like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you know what? I don't have my papers. I should go get those." But yeah, I didn't get to
Mm.
watch the whole thing, but I really did enjoy it. And I know you've been playing King of the Castle recently as well,
Oh my
which
god, yeah.
I pulled the trigger after the first day because it
It's so
literally
good.
is a full game version of the mobile game Rain, which I also love. And at some point I'm gonna play it. I just haven't done it yet.
It's so good. Oh my god. And if you do happen to attend on my stream while I'm playing it, you can actually customize your characters on there. And then it actually shows on my stream the characters. And it's more likely to show you because you have purchased the game. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can customize it?
Yes, you can customize your characters on all the factions, whether you're king or queen, all that fun stuff. And then it shows up on everyone else's streams.
Let me double check because I think I might have fixed this. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I didn't. It's fine.
Mm.
You know what?
Mm.
I know that Twitch has its own No.
Mhm.
No, dummy. No. Wrong thing. There is a way to do it. Yes. Okay. Don't panic. So for mobile users, it's not going to really work. Um, but
Unbelievable.
but for PC users, you should see a shout out pop up. If you've never watched any of Combat's streams, you should. You should just go ahead and follow. Just do it. Since your last time here, I know you were trying to get to 500 followers, and you are well past that now.
Oh,
So
yeah, 551, I think. Doing good, doing
yeah, he
good.
said if he goes to 600, that
What?
he's gonna dye his hair teal. He said that.
No,
He said it live. I heard
no.
him and everything.
Yeah, can I see the clip? Can I see the
Oh, I
clip?
didn't think to clip because I know you get so off.
I
Off.
mean, the VOD's still live, so you can easily, like, you know.
What do you? Oh, so you did admit then that you did say it.
I know, I'm just saying if you just double check to make sure,
Mm,
'cause,
mm-hmm.
no proof, no
Just be
happy.
nice to him. He sensitive. Okay, I might be nice.
Um,
But yeah. So I know that, and
hmm.
you're working on partner. You're trying to get to partner.
Ideally, yeah. It's out there. Let me put it that way. Let me put it that way. Jesus, it is miles away.
Well, you've been doing honestly no, because I think
Mm.
it's the average viewership thing.
Yeah, that's the
Because
that's the
you've
kicker.
because you honestly like you have really amazing, really good content. It's always a fun time in your chat. Um,
Well, yeah, I do like the chat's really cool.
yeah, you've got a really great community of people.
Mm.
And I adore everyone there. So it's all good. But yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
noticed this particular love towards Woodward.
Woodwood is my bestie.
I noticed that.
Okay.
I noticed that.
What made you think? What? How do you mean? Is it because I say, "Oh, what's up, bestie?" literally every
Yeah,
time?
yeah, that's the gives. Tigress, what do you mean you only watch for the cat? What the heck? What
I
the heck?
told
See,
you.
that's.
I told you before we even went live that Cloud is the real star, and you didn't
I'm
believe
sorry. What?
me.
Just be nice to him. He's sensitive, and you come out with that. I'm out. I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Do your own stream. I'm out. Cloud, get up here. I'm back.
Put Cloud on the mic.
Mm. Oh my. Hello.
Hi or hello. Misty is the
How's it
co-star for
going?
sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, my cat is somewhere. She'll be in here in a moment. I mean,
Mm.
I just said Cloud, so she should be popping up any second. Um, but
Yeah. Right.
it's not my fault, okay? He's a
Is
cute
it not your
floof.
fault?
He's a
He
cute
is a
floof.
very cute dude.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves cats. Everybody loves cats. But yeah, this is a just chatting installment where we talk about creepy stuff, and then we
Mm.
also talk about what you're doing. We already we'll get back to more of the stuff that you've got going on, but I want to talk about creepy stuff. Do you want to talk about? Let's get spooky. Let's get spooky on this
You want
beautiful
spook? You
Saturday.
do you want spooky or creepy? Because if we talk creepy, I can just talk about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Aw. No, let's go with
you know.
spooky. We'll talk about creepy stuff towards the end when we plug you.
Oh. Oh wow. Oh.
You did this. I'm just being
I
funny.
mean, yeah. Oh my god, my water bottle's still warm. Yay. Yeah. So
I don't
creepy
trust
stuff.
people who don't like cats. That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Like,
Cats are literally
well,
the embodiment of consent. So if you don't
oh,
like
they're
cats, I'm a little concerned about what you got going on.
I love kitty cats. Kitty cats are life.
Right? Little toe beans. Plug and
She said
not
plug.
peg.
Wow. I
Listen,
wonder, can you?
can
I
I
just had a
what?
scary idea. I just had a very, very dumb, scary idea. And I'm glad I stopped myself mid-sentence and mid-thought. I was going to say, I can microwave this hot water bottle filled with water. What's the worst that could possibly happen when you boil water within the contained unit?
It will go poof.
Yeah.
We literally,
There's not.
listen, as long as you take the
And
batteries out of your smoke detector, you'll be
Yes,
okay.
not. Yeah. Although,
Don't do that, chat. Don't do that. It's not safe.
although here's another scary thing. So I tried microwaving some food earlier because I'm hungry.
Hungry.
And then it stopped midway. I swear I heard it go off, so it's finished. And I ate it, and it definitely was cooked. And I looked, and I'm like, what's going on with the microphone? The display's gone, the lights are gone, and what the fuck's going? And then it just came to life. I'm like, uh. So at any given point, that microwave will start a fire.
Well, that's low-key terrifying, and you should
Mm-hmm.
for sure
It's unplugged.
recycle. Okay, yeah,
It's
unplug it
unplugged right
first,
now.
and like, so two things. Ty said that she needs to say water bottle again.
Water bottle. Or would you like
Um,
the Somerset variant of water bottle?
don't do Somerset right now. I can't mentally.
Oh boy.
I can't.
And
Right.
we got ourselves a combine harvester! Oh boy, everybody! Woo!
God damn. No.
Run!
No. Beard said that on that day, Combat created a bomb.
Yeah, that's not gonna be the first time. But
This is the
that's a
internet.
conversation for
We're
another day.
no one here is admitting to anything. It didn't
That's a
happen. It's not
conversation for
real. This
another
is
day.
clearly works of fiction.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes. I did not do a thing wrong.
Nothing bad ever happens on the internet.
No.
Yeah.
If
So-
if there's if anybody's at fault, it's Bunny Bear. That's FYI. Just-
I've never done anything wrong in my life.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's said by everybody who's ever done stuff wrong in their life.
Ty, please explain to him I've never done anything wrong in my life. Ty will back me up.
there's no war in Boston.
There's no war in Bossing Say. Exactly.
Did you? Okay, I know we're supposed to be talking spooky stuff, but did you see that meme about like someone texting like Amazon and it's saying like, "How you doing?" Blah blah blah, and then the Amazon employee respond, "I'm depressed," and then there's a swift message shortly afterwards saying, "Sorry about that. Any problem here? Just don't worry about that. Like, we're doing okay." And there's just a background image is like with the Amazon warehouse with like there's no problems in passing say. I'm like, oh my god.
This is Julie, and this is Julie.
Oh no.
Oh man. Whew. We're not gonna get into Amazon Prime. That sort of. We're not gonna do that. That makes me
No.
sad, and then I'll be very sad.
I mean, yeah, we
This is
shouldn't
scary.
attack and we shouldn't really attack Amazon on this platform as well.
No, there are other places to do that if someone was to do that. Not
Yes.
not here, not today. But yeah. I know originally I asked you like what you wanted to cover, and
Yeah,
you had thrown
that's-
some ideas out because last time we talked about SCPs.
Yes.
Because you were playing SCP Secret Laboratory as a community night game
Yes.
for your stuff, so we did a little bit of that. And I know that you had suggested maybe talking about like games like that, games that you had been playing that had like a sort of
Yes.
creepy aspect, like The
Yes.
Forest or Five Nights at.
Oh, the forest, yeah.
I did it. I said Five
Oh.
Nights and not Friday Nights. Woo!
Hey,
No, you don't understand. It's
don't-
been a serious.
Don't put a candle to it or anything like that. You know, just don't like briefly walk past it and make sure nobody notices. No, let's highlight it that I've done this lunacy. But no, well done. I'm proud of you. So what game was it again?
You had talked about a couple of different ones. You
Mhm.
had mentioned Friday Night at Freddy's and The Forest. And
Yes.
I didn't know you had never landed on like one topic.
No,
So I like Loki was like, I don't know here's the thing. I don't know anything about Friday Night. Fuck! Five Nights at Freddy. I don't. How many times did I do it? No, it's fine. We literally like did a coaching thing early. She got it once. You know what? I tried. So I don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's. Other than that one like earworm that's been on TikTok, where they're like down below, do, because it gets stuck in my head, and then I have to listen to like an hour and a half loop of it in order to get it out of my head, which is unsettling to other people around me, but it is what it is. And then The Forest I've played once or twice, but I literally each time I like get the starting stuff done, and then I'm like, cool, time for Turtle Genocide, and that's as far as I ever get in the game. So, your choice, or we could talk about something completely different.
I mean, I don't really have other spookies besides those two games. So I
We
think
also could just
right.
talk about creepy things in general. We could talk about
I'm
cryptids. We could talk about
about what now?
cryptids. Cryptozoology is pseudoscience, where it's like Bigfoot, like Mothman. Uh,
Oh, you're on about like mythical entities. That's
no,
not
not
even
mythical,
spooky.
cryptid. See, because there's a difference between mythos and folklore. That's the caveat. So there's at some point there becomes a divisible line. There's like a line dividing it. It's a very
Uh-huh.
thin line, because things that start out as myth end up becoming through like zeitgeist. It becomes like into like a folklore type thing.
Hmm. Tigress has got something to say about that, I'm afraid, Bunny.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay, so we can't do that. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Let's Tigress. Explain. Tell me more.
So we
I believe.
can't. I actually can answer this, but she can also answer this in chat, and she probably will at great lengths.
Uh,
But she'll cry,
okay.
and we can't do that. But no,
Okay, no
so
crying.
the
So,
the bosom baddies, actually, it's just Mistress Ty and Sunshine Owl on their YouTube channel. Actually, they do a bit called "Are They Real," where they talk about uh different
oh,
cryptids, and they've been doing content for that. So when they came on live, I actually made a like we did like we're gonna do "Are They Real" live. We actually did prove that one of the cryptids, like we proved one was real, so that was cool.
was that
But
the Kraken?
no, although that is also one that's totally real. But no, it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like the
yeah.
man-eating tree
The
in South
man
America.
eating. What the fuck? Because that came up on my game about the man. Nobody understood. I asked like, what happened about the man eating tree, and I decided nothing. It's a tree, okay, yeah. And I swear to God, if your next words are "it ate a man,"
I
I'm
was
coming over
literally
there.
about to say that. I'm sorry. Okay,
I
no,
am coming over there.
it's a tree. It eats a man. No, actually, so you should just, you know what? Combat, we already did. You're just gonna have to do
Really?
your research.
Oh, that's well cool.
Yeah, it explodes instead, and the seeds kill people for sure.
Like a shrapnel.
Kind of, except for there's poison involved. It's like super. It's super. It's a spicy pine for sure.
It's a spicy
He's
pine.
spicy.
It's in Florida.
It's not in Florida. Are you
Oh.
serious? They would, if it was, they would be.
Could you imagine?
They would be unbeatable. No, it's actually Florida man's favorite tree.
The bunny bear just starts looking outside the window every 5 minutes, see if there's any trees walking around.
Oh,
It's
like an
South.
ent.
Oh, America.
Yeah, it's South
Okay.
American, but it's also. You know what? You're just gonna have to go watch the video on YouTube
Yeah.
because we did it. It was a whole thing. Because Twitch only keeps my VODs up for 14 days, so
Yes.
I
Oh,
just
oh, really?
scrapped them
Why?
because my account is not linked to my
Oh
Amazon
my.
account.
Right. I thought you get
So
30 days.
no, you do if you have a Prime membership and your Amazon account is linked to.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
have, so my Amazon is linked to my personal stuff, and I have all separate stuff for my content creation.
Jeff
So
Bezos! You suck! Sorry.
he literally just said, not 5 minutes past, we shouldn't say anything bad.
Yeah, no,
And then proceed. Naughty, bad. But yeah, I'm cool to talk. You know, if you want to talk about some spooky games, we can do that.
Yeah, let's talk about spooky games because I'm just gonna get angry at Jeff. I'm just gonna
Jeffrey?
get really angry at all of them.
Jeffrey
Every single one
Bezos?
called Jeff. Every Jesus, yeah. So I'm not even allowed to go into space because I'm gonna be too poor. Right, okay, so I had a brief look because I did a tiny babby bit of research on FNAF because I kind of knew most of it anyway.
FNAF?
Because it's FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy. And then
Five.
while we were chatting, yeah, Five Nights at
Freddy. Yeah.
good. Just making sure you didn't say Friday. And then I double checked on the forest. Now, the forest is more creepy than spooky. because of the nature of things on there. Now, which would you prefer? Would you prefer creepy, or would you prefer? Would you prefer creepy, or would you prefer spooky?
Phew. You know what? Uh, let's start. Tell you what, because I don't know about either one, we can start with spooky, and if there's more, if like we run out of stuff, we can segue into creepy, and then that'll segue into your plug.
Uh, uh, oh, I mean, it's FNAF.
You did it. You did it to yourself. It's fine.
It's FNAF, man. Okay.
So I don't know about Friday Night at Freddy's. So
Five
I
Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know about it at all, other than the basic understanding is that it's a series of games, and it's got that one. There's it's like a child rat casino. It's like Chuck E. Cheese, I guess. That's what I'm understanding.
Something like that. So basically, on the first game, you get put in this pizzeria, which is basically a diner, but just exclusively does pizza. It exclusively does pizza. And the commercial? Oh, we're doing commercial.
No, he said his life is a commercial.
Oh, hello.
Rhea! Mwah! Hello, you beautiful being. So happy you're here. Also, don't be sad. My commands aren't working because Stream Elements is fighting me.
Just blame Jeff Bezos. Oh my god, that is funny noise.
Yeah.
I love it.
So.
You're not allowed being sad. Sorry. But yeah, so it's Five Nights at Freddy is set in a pizzeria where essentially you're in a restaurant exclusively sells pizza. And their big gimmick to set them apart from everybody else is they use animatronics like to host children's parties there. And they have a little band there. They have 3 main animatronics up on the stage called Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, and Chicory. Not
I was gonna say,
Chikorita,
did they actually for real just try to
just still Pokemon, yeah, all the time. But you know, it's Chica. Freddy Fazbear is a bear, hint in the name.
Yeah.
Where big brown bear has a microphone in his hand. He sings. He's got a top hat.
So it's like a little. So they do like a little sing and dance robot show. Okay, so it's different than Child Rat Casino because that's for sure like a teenager in a costume.
Yeah, so these things are adult size as well, and they are 100% robots. Bonnie is a blue rabbit that, if I recall, plays the bass / guitar. I'm gonna have to look it up because this is mild information that's not really necessary to know.
Yeah, like if you can do broad strokes, because like broad stroke it.
Oh hell no, I'm good. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, Bonnie does play the bass.
I get that.
Chica ain't got a fucking clue what Chica. Oh, backup singer. So you have 2 singers and a bassist. That is the crapper's. Oh my god, why did I play that game?
It's because I bet you it's because all the clinking, because they're robots.
Robots, yes. And oh, we got a raid. Hello, Ray.
Jotun, thank you for raiding.
Yep.
I appreciate you. Really? The lurk command works? Stream Elements, yes. I'm about to fight you. Jotun, I hope you had... Thank you so much for popping in and for raiding and bringing a friend. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try it.
Try X. Oh, awesome meal. Thank you for making. Oh my god, Beard Panda, enjoy the night. Try typing theme again.
It's fine. Don't worry. I know I'm a great. Thrall, you're not a mod, but I appreciate you, and I'm literally gonna copy paste that because I'm a terrible person, and this is fine. I'm a professional.
I have no idea how you managed to fuff up the easiest command that everybody on Twitch uses.
Okay. First off,
ma'am.
When I'm actually doing this for other people, I sometimes know what I'm doing.
Sometimes that is concerning.
It worked. Okay, so it was a temporary situation. It's because they heard us talking shit. That's what happened. They fixed it. We're good. Yay! Thank you though. Jotun's good. He does art. He does cute art. He actually did the backdrop that we're currently seeing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he
Which
was like,
suspiciously has the you know.
it's very important
I
peen. I don't.
yeah. So, all right, Carol. Sorry, I was gonna say, Yorton, are you there? Because big question, middle window, top of the window. Is that is that an animatronic? Is that is that is that Freddy Fazbear?
Were you scared or were you just having a moment?
Let's just stick with scared because that's less concerning. Hello, right? Did you make this background? I'm assuming you did with the artist tag.
He
Let me know.
did.
Ow, we did. Okay.
He did. He also made some of my emotes. He made my very first emote, which is adorable, this adorable little bear.
I'm actually dying.
That's
Oh.
illegal, Kelly. Don't be doing that. I forbid it. You're not allowed.
Um.
He did.
So, right. Okay. In the background, there's 3 windows. You've got the left one, which has got my name hovering over. I'm sure there's something there, but the TV's in the way. On the right one, you've got a UFO in the moon, and in the middle, you have a silhouette up in the window. Is that an animatronic by chance? Because I have always thought to myself that looks like an animatronic.
I
Just
always thought it was
peeking up through the...
Mothman.
Could be Mothman.
Although it's hard to
Could be.
tell if it's actually Mothman because I can't see the cake.
Yeah, it's a silhouette, like, you know. But now we can find out from the source after all these years that you've had it there.
I've actually only been like my year anniversary is like in a couple weeks. I meant it to be Mothman, but it's up to you.
Okay, Mothman it is. That's fair.
Does that mean there's cake off screen? Sorry.
You know what you could do? I've just had this amazing thought. Again, back to your stream sort of thing. So can you get a version of the screen where you're not in it, but then have a PNG over the top?
What do you mean?
Oh, bunnies. So, so you get PNG tubers, so when they talk like the mouth moves and such.
Oh yeah, Jotun actually he did. Did you not see?
No, I did not see.
Okay, because Jotun, if you go into Sleuthcord,
You're asking me to press buttons.
Actually in the Spooky Saturday chat where I literally tagged you to hop in a voice channel, he put a thing there because he was like, "I'm doing it pretty. Here you go." Because Jotun he does beautiful things, and I don't ever have to ask him. He just does beautiful things for me.
I'm sorry. Where did you want me to click again?
So if you go into where I tagged you to join a VC, it's under text channels Spooky Saturdays. It's right there.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, it's the whole thing a PNG.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's really cute and wonderful, right?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
That's for future endeavors. Very excited about because randomly he was like, "Here you go," and I'm like, "Ah!" It's very exciting. I was pumped. I even think I texted you about it when it happened. I was like, "Oh my god, things are happening."
Oh, that's cool, Jordan. Well done. Your art is amazing.
But thank you again, Yote. If you have to raid and dash, I fully understand.
I wouldn't accept that's an acceptable answer there, but carry on. You may go to get food.
I want to make sure you're okay. You have drinks, have a snack, have a stretch. I'm just happy that you came to visit. If you're here as well, like, no pressure either way. I'm just so happy to see you.
Oh my god, only bears about to break down in front tears. Bring
First
tissues!
off, I don't do that.
Bring tissues!
Feelings are gross and I refuse. No, so, Friday Night at Freddy's. So, it's not Child Rat Casino. It's Bear Band Casino.
Yes.
And there's pizza, which is what happens at a Child Rat Casino.
Yeah. But yeah, Jordan, defo. Holy shit. Yeah, so, basically, children have a little party there, eat the food, go home, and then the animatronics at that. There's also an additional animatronic, but it's been, like, put down. Not put down, that sounds really grim. It's just been put aside.
They took it out back and shot it. They were like, no more.
My God.
Like,
I wish they would, because some of those animatronics are freaky as fuck. But yeah, so, and it's called Foxy, if I recall. Yes, Foxy. He lives in
Ooh.
Pirate Cove. So, at the beginning of the game, you're in this office. You hear this really annoying humming noise, which is like the bad wiring. You have a fan in front of you and a monitor,
Oh, so
and
you're
the
like a
phone's in
security
front of you.
boy.
You're a security boy in the middle of the night. You have to look after the place. You don't want no one to rob it. You know, they could be stealing the pizzas for you. You know, you don't want none of that.
The
Especially in this
pizzas that
economy.
are
Like,
pre-made the evening prior. That tracks. That tracks. I've never worked
yeah,
for
yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that, but I can imagine.
yeah, it's real bad. So, you get a phone call from the just some guy who's like giving you a tutorial about what's going on, saying, "Hello, hello, hello. So I'm leaving behind some like sort of tutorial, not tutorials, like guidance on what you should do as a security guard because he's moving on
Oh,
with
like a
his
user
life.
manual. Like it's the it's
Yeah,
like how a
for
lot
the
of
next,
places like, yeah, we're gonna train you, but not really.
yeah, and it's basically done by the previous guard just to help you out. And he said, look, so you got this camera system in front of you. It has pretty much the cameras for the entire place. One of them's a bit broken, but it's fine. It's all good. Um, you have a series of doors to your left and right with some light buttons so you can see past the door and you can close the doors. And like they're big mechanical doors, which is a bit crazy for a pizzeria. But we won't touch on that one. And apparently, which is another thing that we won't touch on too much, is the fact that they slide from top to down. Now, when the power goes, for some reason, they unlock themselves and goes all the way up. But we won't cover that bit because that's a bit strange.
Wait,
Um,
why is there so much security?
because you know it's for safety. You like because at the end of the day, someone's coming in stealing your pizzas, right? As a security guard, you need to like call the authorities. You're just a security guard. You shouldn't be attacking people. Come on. So seal yourself in, make yourself a big massive panic room, and also the fact that the animatronics seem to walk on their own accord.
Wait,
Uh,
what? Okay, so they're alive.
no, they're just. How? Wait a minute. Excuse me. Wait.
They're alive. They
So,
walk on their own. They're
um,
alive.
so essentially, like overnight, they have a sort of like AFK mode where they just sometimes they just trip out and they think they're doing the day-to-day like duties, but the problem is they're supposed to track the kids, make sure like where everyone is in the safe location so that they can entertain, because that's what they're there for. They're entertainers,
Oh,
like
so they're
robots.
programmed to go where children are to
Yes,
continue being
and
okay.
make so especially like if you have a little kid's birthday party, the last thing you want, because it's a very minimum staff environment, the last thing you want is children wandering off places and hurting themselves and things like that. So that's what the robots are there for, or the animatronics exclusively. And basically overnight they still kind of run, they don't kind of like stop, and so they wander around. And the thing is, it's a bit strange. So they do wander around, like looking for people to entertain, and they kind of get confused with the security guard ever so slightly because they think that you are a. How can I phrase it? They think you're
A
a
threat?
exosuit. And no, even better than that. They think you're an exosuit for the animatronic without the
Oh.
endoskeleton.
Oh. 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 Oh no.
Uh,
So
what
they
they
want to wear you.
Well, I think that's what they're implying. But what I think happens is because there's a few spare suits, a spare few like robots. So what they kind of try and do is do maintenance on you and insert that thing in you.
Phrasing. But also that's
Y-
unsettling.
Yeah, it's very
I don't like
unsettling as a
that.
concept. No. So basically, you have these big ass doors to protect yourself because if they
So
get you, that's it.
management fully is aware that this is a thing and they're still like, also please
Oh yeah,
protect our $6 pizzas at the risk
yes,
of
yes.
okay.
I mean, honestly, like, so in fairness, like with their facial recognition software, like they should be guarding you. So there's no real reason for you to be there, but you're there anyway, nonetheless. So you get these big ass mother trucking doors to seal you away. And while he's chatting to you, because like time's going, you've got like 6 hours of work. You have to make sure nothing bad's happening, and by this time they're already wandering. So you got to watch those doors because at any given point they could be just creeping in. Um, but yeah, you just keep flicking the doors, make sure it's fine. Check the security feed. You find out one of the cameras are down, and that's to the kitchen. But it's okay because when they're in the kitchen, they walk into everything. For a pizzeria, you have more utensils in there than an actual restaurant, and they smash their way through. It's ridiculous, but you know that.
Yeah, because loud is loud.
Oh, it's loud. It's like the only thing you can hear. But yeah, so you just do that, and then the night's over. It's fine. You survived. Congratulations. It's the next night. You get another phone call from a guy saying, like, yeah, you need to keep an eye on that Pirate Cove. So we found that if you don't pay attention to it, Foxy decides to come out for some reason.
And
So yeah,
Foxy's
you
the
just
one that
it's, he's
is
the
decommissioned.
yeah, he's currently out of action at the moment.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so he knows when you're not paying attention to him, and he kind of peeks his head out. And if you ignore him for too long, he makes a bolt for the door.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
Like I get that. I get that deep in my heart for sure.
And the thing, it's really spooky. The really spooky thing is because if you catch him just at the right moment, and you look at the camera, you see him running down the corridor. And you have to turn that camera down and press that button before he peeks out of there. Now, another weird feature, don't know why, but every time he beats the crap out of that door, you lose power. Again, don't know why, but there's a thing.
Has OSHA never been to this place? I'm just like, cause the wiring sounds sketch. Like, I don't.
Look, they're just trying to perform maintenance on each other. They're supposed to be self-serving robots, all right? No, minimum human needs, you know.
Right.
So yeah, you just discuss that and say, look, you should really focus on what's going on because they're moving around a bit more. Because for some reason, the later on throughout the week, the more active they get. It's probably like, you know, it's like you and me. Like we're working on Monday.
Yeah, because they're gearing up for Friday. See, it's okay that I call it Friday Night Freddy's.
Yeah,
because really, that's when it goes down.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that night. You have to deal with Foxy, and they are moving around a bit more. They kind of get to the door once or twice. Which is fine. Also, yeah, it's called Fazbear Pizzeria, by the way. Keep a note on the Fazbear Pizzeria. It's a company. And then the third night comes in, and so he makes his message quite short. Because like it's getting more and more active. It's just like he's getting a little bit more stressed. He's looking forward to his last few days, and you carry on with the night. Like the animatronics are getting a little bit more feisty, smashing more things in that kitchen because apparently they want to cook for you. And then the fourth night happens. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? The fourth night. Let me just look. He's over here. If I can.
And this is like a series of games, so it's not
Oh
just
yeah,
like the one trip out.
Yeah, this is just day one. Day one. This is game one, which is really bad. And then on the fourth night, you get the phone call again, and the guy on the phone, he doesn't say much initially, and you just hear battering at the door, and you're like, you don't think of much of it. So like this, I might not make it, sort of attitude. It's like, yeah, just.
So at that point, you're
okay.
like, okay.
Yeah, because like the battering's getting worse and worse, and he's bashing away, and you say, look, just in case, could you at the end of your shift, could you just, you know, make sure that I'm not in one of these robots? That'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? And then it just cuts off when you hear like a sort of a nice little classical tune, which is
Oh, so like it goes to like hold music.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And then the phone cuts off, and you carry on with your night. The robots are getting very, very active.
I have a question. This is a stupid question. So does that mean that there are 2 guards at any given time in different spots in the restaurant?
No. So you've replaced them. You replaced them, and when you start off, you find out that basically he's moved to the day shift, and you're covering the night shift. Unfortunately, you find out on night 5 the phone rings again, He ain't doing so good. He is not doing
On
any good
day
at
shift,
all.
it's that bad? Gosh. I don't
Alright,
like
let's
that.
just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Oh my god. Give me a ticket.
So, like, robot sentience is like a real. Like, I get that the whole, like, it's scary. Like, because they
Mm-hmm.
have a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of, like, robots that look like people's. Um,
Yes.
and like it's kind of like it triggers a lot of like the uncanny valley thing. Those ones do, and the whole
Mm.
idea that like AI is going to become very self-aware at some point, maybe in our lifetime. And like that whole fear of like they're
Yeah.
just going to take over. But in this situation, it sounds an awful lot like these robots, in trying to do their daily whatever, they're having a lack of distinction between you are a living person
Yeah.
versus you are a thing that like I'm gonna shove this other robot in so they
Yes.
can be a security guard.
Oh, that's it. No, because they don't think you're an empty shell. They think you're the robot part that's missing its outer shell. So they just stuff you in there. You stuff you inside the machine. That's the correct way. So I got it the wrong way around.
Oh,
But I'm just gonna quickly just do something real quick, and this is what happens on night 5 with the phone.
This is difficult from that agricultural development is needed by for you and your marvel and I can put it not to be easy.
what the fuck?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I heard that. What was that?
So something really strange happens. You don't really, if you only play it the once and you complete it the once, you don't really figure it out. If you play it a ton, which eventually you kind of do, um,
Right, I get
oh,
that.
yeah. So actually, let me just finish off. So at the end of the 5th night, you've done. You finished your shift. You won out because that shit's not for you. You end up doing what is it? So you've done what, midnight till 6 o'clock, and you've done 5. So that's 30 hours. You earn $120 for
What?
30 hours at night shift.
That's honestly robbery at that point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. $120 for a week for a 30-hour week. I'm assuming that's after tax, but still, that's garbage.
You just get a check for it. And also it's your name is actually declared on that. The year isn't, which is a bit strange, but your name is Mike Schmidt. However you want to pronounce it.
Schmitty.
But yeah, that's where you start. So for some reason, the game allows you to go back to do some overtime, as it were. So you can do the 6th night if you felt like it, which is like the difficulties increased significantly.
I can imagine it sounds like it gets more difficult.
Oh yes, because it's weekend, it's party mode. I'm just saying, it's party mode. And and I didn't know this. I just discovered this. So as the night progresses, the AI does get harder. So they get very much more aggressive.
So they exponentially get more aggressive about you are
on the night. Yes.
That just seems like such a liability for a child's restaurant. Like a child. I keep wanting to say Child Rat Casino because that's how I refer to Chuck E. Cheese as, which I'm assuming is the equivalent. Like, only there's no robots. It's just like somebody in a giant rat costume. But it's cool. It's okay. It's not weird because the rat's wearing a ball cap and a t-shirt. And he's super cool on the commercials, so obviously it's not the same. But that just seems like an awful lot to put into a restaurant that ultimately is going to serve pizza. I'm probably not good pizza.
I don't know. I had no complaints.
We're not gonna talk about what happens to those people who did complain, though.
Right.
We hired them.
Never hear about them. Never hear about them.
We hired them. That's what happened.
So, interestingly, if I can find the audio for it, because it It should be 3 because it's a classical piece of music. If I can find it. If I can find it. No, I can't.
Well, what's the name?
I don't know. I don't do things
Because
like
I
that.
did meet the masters in college, and we had pin drop exams, so I could mostly identify some classical music.
So it's the one
but-
I was going for before. It was like
And you're sure it's classical?
I have no idea. I generally don't
Because
know.
that kind of a little bit sounded like the Indiana Jones theme, but
Oh no. It's definitely not
maybe it's
Indiana
just, I
Jones.
don't know. Maybe it's because I saw a cowboy hat earlier and I got mistaken.
Just see if I can find it because it's maybe.
So I'm guessing. So that's you just described it in overview what the first game is like. So I'm assuming the other games kind of follow suit, where you're a security guard each time.
Yes. So you are a security guard for the majority of the part. That's the phone call.
And there's like lore and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah. So the first one does not do much with the lore.
Are you sure? Because that sounded like there was lore happening.
Yes, it's not much lore. There's like the lore gets way deeper on number 2.
Okay.
Which is it's
so the whole idea is in the game, does it ever, because I know obviously people fail games all the time. That's like there's no way that you're gonna 100% a game first trip out. So
heck no.
do you actually get to witness them like shove you in a robot? Like, because I can imagine that's some type of way, or is it just implied?
It's heavily implied with some images.
Thank you for the hydrate, Al.
Don't show the actual animation gun.
This bitch with the hydrate, she'll hit me every time it's available, and I know she will. I love you. She did this to me last night. She was gaming with me and did this to me. I love you. You're beautiful. Okay. So.
Yes. Yeah, so it's not so bad on this one, but it is heavily implied that you get,
I'm assuming the quality gets better. Like, as games, over time.
So, yeah, the way I want to describe it as is the first one is sort of like it's almost a feeler to see what the world's all about, and there's a guy called Scott Cawthon who made a game, and he enjoyed it, and he released it, and holy shit, the world received it quite well.
Okay, so it was everybody liked it. It was a good jam.
So some big time YouTubers did view it, and because of that, it just blew up in proportion. And it was definitely worth, because the storyline that was presented is enormous and amazing. And
I remember this. Hold on. I remember this. I was mistaken earlier. Not wrong, mistaken. Because I did kind of know a little bit. Because Mama Chibs is, what the hell is his name? I hate his face. Markiplier?
Yes, that's the one.
She's like a huge fan of his and was telling me about these videos where he plays the game.
It's really good, honestly.
I'm sure he's a nice dude. I don't know why, but like, I look at his face and I'm just like, I don't know why I don't like you, but I don't like you. That's mean. I'm mean. It's okay.
Sad. There's much such.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were such a fan.
I am.
You are sensitive.
Yeah, I am. I'm
very sensitive. Muy sensitive.
That's not the sound I'm looking for. Oh, where's the thing? While you've been talking, I've been trying to find that bloody tune, because It's on this website.
It's gonna bother you, and then you're gonna find it
I'm
later when you're not looking for it. That's literally how these things always work out.
Ah, there we go. Torador March.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Brace your butts, everyone. Brace your butts. If you got butts, brace them.
So where are they playing this? Because they only have the one base.
So basically, right, so that gets played if you royally fuff up. You know, you've had a hard night, like, because so you have a limited battery supply, because apparently everything's off grid. You know, save money.
I would
Everything
never work for this
uses-
place, just so we're clear. Like,
just-
this sounds like
yeah,
such the
it's-
worst place to work.
Oh, it gets way worse. I haven't even touched on most of it yet. So basically everything has a battery supply, and if you use, say, the cameras, like if you turn the monitor up and start using the cameras, it starts draining energy. If you close a door, it starts draining energy. If you turn the lights on, it starts draining energy. And you have a very, very limited amount of power supply. If you don't do anything, you will be okay. But if you start having to slam those doors shut because they're next door, or if you have to, you know, look at the cameras just so that Foxy doesn't come charging down the corridor, it's going to use some energy. If you run out of go-go juice, the lights turn off, the fans turn off, you can't hear that buzzing noise anymore because nothing's going on. And then suddenly out of the blue, that song plays and two eyes light the fuck up.
Oh, I'm sure that's I don't like that. No, thank you.
And once that song stops playing, and it could just stop midway through, Freddy gets you, and you die.
The bear.
The bear.
The bear does it.
You don't want to do that.
Okay, so this is a thing that happens in all of the games then.
And so that one exclusively is this game.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me, because I can't remember running out of power on the other games.
Humble brag. I don't remember running out of power. It must not have.
Honestly,
because I was so good, I never had that issue. Never had that issue.
I wish that was the case. That is not known. I was just like so vigilant and not letting that sort of shit happen.
Okay.
No, I don't think it. No, it doesn't play. Take that back. The power does go out, but I don't think. No, there's no power on the second one. I take that back again. Okay, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So, essentially, you just have to do power management while trying to deal with these animatronics coming at you. You can come back the following day on the weekend for extra money, and that.
Yeah, because they're paying you. They're criminally underpaying you.
Oh yeah, but you know, but the you can do the extra sets some nights. The monsters, the animatronics get a little bit more Larry, and if you manage to survive. Oh yeah, and something very exclusive. I think it plays that tune in the kitchen at sometimes, but I don't quote me on that one. But if you complete this night,
that's what they play it on in the kitchen. All the utensils. I solved it.
Yes. But yeah, if you finish this night, you get an addition. I don't know if it's an additional paycheck, but you do get a paycheck of $120.50.
So you have, in order to get any type of money, you have to play the 6th night.
Oh, sorry, I made a little boo-boo there. There's a 7th night. That's right, you can do Monday to Sunday if you wanted to do so. And on the very last night, basically the way the storyline goes, but is entirely up to you. It's custom night, so you can turn the difficulty to basic, medium, reasonably difficult, or you can just go absolutely ham and say everything's going to try and kill me.
Oh, so the game just lets you.
Yeah, you can literally physically customize everybody and everything to difficulty settings between 0. Oh no, it was 1 and 20, I think. Oh no, 0 and 20. 0 means they're just disabled. And basically, it starts a legend of the 2020 night. Which is, cool and stuff. And then, yeah, so basically on 20, everything's out to kill you. So originally, Scott Cawthon thought he made it that you could not complete the game in everything on 20. Like, he said it was physically impossible until people started doing it. So what it was...
People got very sweaty with this game and were like, nah, you're not going to tell me I can't do it. I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously. They went so deep. So basically, they just min-maxed every single physical action they could. Like, they cut it tight as humanly possible as they could. And basically, they kept running out of power every time. Now, this is where Scott made his mistake. I think because he determined that you run out of power, that's it, you've lost. Not necessarily. So what people found out was, like, you run out of power on the last hour, and then you just have to pray to all the deities you believe in or don't believe in and everything else that song plays full. So Freddy can just play like the first 5 notes and then just kills you, or he can play the entire song, give you a bit of a break, and then kill you. And if he did that, and originally there wasn't an ending for it because he didn't believe that anyone would get there. That is creepy.
So when did you play this? Because I've only been...
last year sometime.
It wasn't the before time.
Yeah, probably. It seemed to be. Let me send you a lovely image of Freddy.
I swear to God, if you're gonna send me a fucking clown again, I'm fighting you.
Again?
Yeah, because that's what you did during the STP thing. You sent me an image of a clown.
I do not do no such thing, Gov. But no, I shall send you a picture of Freddy. This is on the first one as well. So, interestingly enough, somebody decided to... So, on the right side is like the highlights of where the handprints are. So, if anybody's interested, there is a Wikipedia of this. And there's a picture of Freddy. And then there's a picture right next to him of the same picture where somebody's highlighted where the handprints are of where children are trying to stop him from biting your head off. Because you find out with the phone calls that there was a bite
a biting incident.
Yeah, what was it, 79 or 76? The bite of 72? I can't remember. Let me just see. Because you find out about the bite of 87, that's it. Where you find out a child had got his head crushed by Freddy because it decided to bite him.
What?
I think he decided to... Somebody inserted their head or somebody else's head into Freddy's mouth. You don't hear too much about it, you just hear about the bite of 87. That's it. You don't know what caused it. But basically they just lost their frontal lobe functionality.
You just reminded me of you probably don't. I don't know if they had them over across the pond, but I can remember as a kid, Cabbage Patch Kids were very, very much a thing everybody wanted, and they had some that had it was a little Cabbage Patch girl, and she had a backpack and she could eat. There was a little food that she could feed. I'm doing air quotes. Food that you could feed this Cabbage Patch Kid, and they actually had to recall it because, of course, small children would go to sleep with their doll, and the doll was eating their hair to the point where it was ripping it out. So these girls would wake up in the middle of the night to the Cabbage Patch doll latched onto their hair, and in order to get it off, you had to yank, and it would just kids went to the hospital and shit. It was wild. It has nothing to do with this game, but low-key terrifying nonetheless.
Yes. So basically, during one of the phone calls, you find out of the bite of 87. And then essentially what happened is, this is the story that you find out that because of that, they had to shut business down because people don't want to go there for some funny enough reason.
Yeah, it's so weird. Why wouldn't they just want... like want their
Mm.
children's heads to be smashed by this adorable, quote unquote, adorable bear. Like,
Yeah.
just do it.
Yeah. So essentially, what happened was, they, because the animatronics weren't doing nothing during the day, they had to start making a move during the night because the servos would just start seizing up, because you don't want rust and decay on your fabulous, expensive robots. So they just let them roam around, and then yeah, they kind of got confused a little bit. But essentially, you find out, yeah, somebody's got attacked by the robots, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but somebody got injured hugely, like causing massive brain damage, but they survived. But after that, yeah, you just went, yeah, I'm out. I'm not doing it anymore after the 7th night. Because holy shit, that stuff's scary.
Yeah, naturally, of course.
Now, if you play the game enough, you find another animatronic, but it's a bit different. It's actually, in fact, very different. So you've got your Fazbear Freddy, you've got your Bonnie, you've got your Chica, you've got your Foxy, and they're okay. The one that you don't know about is the Golden Freddy. Now,
The Golden
this
Freddy. So is this
this
like
is
a limited edition?
no, this is even weirder than that. There is no Golden Freddy. There is no animatronic. There is no Golden Freddy. It doesn't exist. On an occasion, while flicking through the screens, you get haunted by something. Like all the posters and things like that suddenly have the Golden Freddy on it, and when you bring the camera down, he's there. Now, how you die to him, nobody knows. But in order to save yourself, you have to bring the camera back up. Just ignore it. It's very strange. But it's not the it won't be the last time you ever see Golden Freddy. But apparently, like, there's a 1 in 1,000, 10,000 chance of seeing him. But yeah, that was pretty much the story of the first one. You don't hear much about it, but it's kind of cool. There's some freaky stuff, like the animatronics start staring at the cameras, the lights start flickering. In one of the rooms is the maintenance room, where it's got all the spare heads, some of the animatronics like broken down, being taken apart for parts and things like that. If you keep looking there every here and there, like all the heads that were just randomly placed start staring at the camera. Really freaky. Oh, I found another lovely image for you. So this is what happens when you die. Lose. Yeah. Take it again, chat. Feel free to look at the Wikipedia. It's a picture of Freddy.
Go on the internet and look. Just look at that creepy little. You sent it to me. Oh god, this is a risky click of the day. I don't like that.
Right. Do you see what's wrong there?
Is it the?
Funny?
Are those human eyes?
You get you. That's you. That's you. If you faff up.
I don't like this anymore.
This is only night 1.
Wait,
there
which?
are many.
No.
Night 1. Sorry, night 1. So this is game 1. Sorry. Rescue Ransom.
Ransom!
Hello.
My love, hello. Hi, wife. I'm so happy it's okay. Don't you worry. I'm just happy you're here. Do not fret, pet. Here you go. I'm so happy. Hello, Ransom. I hope you're having a great day. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. We're talking about 5 Nights at
Oh my
Freddy's.
god. They have a board game.
They have a board game?
There's board games. I knew there was a lot of merchandise when this started happening. There's an actual.
I could imagine if it blew up the way you're saying.
Oh my god, that looks like tabletop sim. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am sold.
And now he's gonna buy all of it.
Heck no. Oh, Monopoly 5 Nights at Freddy. What the fuck? He did so well. Holy shit. Oh, and there's sort of like a buckaroo version of this. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had never played the game Ransom. I only knew about that
Oh.
TikTok song that gets stuck in my head all the time that's from the game. Um Also happy birthday to your gran.
Absolutely. I swear to God, you little fly, if you don't start leaving me alone, I'm going to swat you with this water bottle. And it will not be pleasant. I will murder you.
So there's a fly. That's what I'm
There's
saying.
this fly who's been bugging me for the last month. I let him live there rent free, and all he does is buzz in my face.
Why didn't you just open the window to let it out?
Because I think it's in there because it's warm.
I'm gonna give you the same advice for this fly as if this was a real thing with the little animatronics. They're cold. If you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. Just let them into the office when you play this game. Just let them into the
Mm-hmm.
office. What's the worst that will happen? Jump
And
scares
then,
galore. Each animatronic has their own backstory. Yeah, he's telling me about all this, and he's sending me
oh
images
yeah.
of these creepy. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, you should play the game.
We can talk about cannibals. Why don't we just talk about cannibals instead? I'm comfortable talking about cannibals, but I legitimately okay, so it's not like a fear, to be clear. To be honest with you. It's not a legitimate fear of mine, but like uncanny valley things, like like the things, all right. The whole AI like taking over like okay, whatever, sure. That doesn't bother me. But the things that like mannequins and like lifelike robots that look like peoples. Like that whole uncanny valley, like that feeling you get, that creeps me out.
Mm.
And I don't like puppets either, because fuck them. Dolls also creep me out.
Oh no. That they might be present in this
One of them
game.
ate a child. Yeah, he was telling me about that, and this place is still
Mhm.
running. This place is still. Why are people like just go to Child Rat Casino? Because that's just a teenager who's probably getting paid more than the night security guard. But that teenager's in a rat costume. And the pizza's probably about the same. Gonna be honest. A man permanently stuck inside a suit and it killed him from the inside. No lawsuits. Yeah, I don't.
We're gonna cover that one. We're gonna cover that.
What do you mean we're gonna? What do you mean?
Some of that's like core lore. You'll find out about one of them in, I think, the third.
Did you say I need
game?
to play this game?
Oh, absolutely.
Why? No.
Go on.
No.
Mm.
Don't think I will. See, no. No. No.
Why not?
Maybe.
Go on. Go on. Do it.
I have a lot of
Do it.
games I still have to play. In my defense. Play the game for the lore.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I know I am a slut for lore, you're right.
Yeah, the lore is really nice. So basically, FNAF 2 comes out, and obviously FNAF 1 came out with a mind-boggling mass hit. So what essentially happens? A lot of detail gets put into the game. So initially, like the first game was you play it and you try not to lose because the punishment of loss, like the forfeit of loss, is jump scare horribleness. Even though the fact that you know the jump scare's happening, you still get jump scared. It's awful, and it's done well. But on the second game, you can do that again. Like just play the game, try not to lose because you forfeit jump scare. Happy days.
So if you play it on like super bitch mode, which is what I call like easy / narrative for games, like how you like some games give you the option to do like a narrative play. Does any of the lore
Yeah.
get lost, or like do you need it to be scary to get to the? I'm not trying to bitch out. I'm just trying to say like if somebody, not me for sure, I would never do that. But let's say someone in chat wanted to do that.
So somebody randomly in chat that's totally not Bunny Bear streaming.
Not me
right
at
now.
all. I'm not a coward. What are you talking about?
So wanted to go into bitch mode. Good luck, because you can't. There is no bitch mode.
Okay. So
but there is, but you have to go for everything to do it.
Okay.
Sorry, Saj.
Okay. It's okay. You know what? I wanted to make sure that we had all the information out there, for sure.
Misty, hello.
Kitty.
I'm blessed. I am blessed by you, Misty. Go into my drawers.
It's
if you
hard
like
to beat a
some-
couple of them even on easy mode.
Yeah, so this is the fun thing. So FNAF 2 is set before FNAF 1. It's a prequel.
Oh.
Good girl. So basically you're in Freddy Fazbear. The layout is slightly different. It's a bit strange, won't lie.
So it's like a different. It's like a different
It's like
location.
it's a different location. Yeah, I think
Okay.
maybe it was moved or something like that.
Yeah, because
so you get
Child Rat Casino is a franchise as well, so that tracks.
so you do get your previous crew. You get your Bonnie. You get your
Chica
Freddy,
and-
Chica,
yeah.
Foxy, and then you get a few others on top. Just a few.
They add more.
Oh, they definitely do.
No.
So
I don't
they
like that.
add. I think there's Fun Time they add on this one.
So these are both robots and puppets, and
Oh yeah, they're basically both at the same time. So basically you have. I think I want to. Let me have a look because I can't remember because they get loads of them. Oh, it's Toy. It's even worse. So you get Toy Freddy, Toy Bunny, Toy Chica.
So there are dolls. There are dolls of this shit.
Oh no, they're still say human size. They're just the art design is a bit more cartoony.
Haunted animatronics.
Yeah, we'll cover that in a minute, Ransom.
Oh, is
We'll
my
cover that
music
in a
too
minute.
loud? I'm so sorry, babe.
Lloyd.
Better?
I'll let you sort that.
Better?
Better.
I'm gonna assume it is until someone says it's not.
I'm not even listening because I can't stand to hear myself. I can't talk at the same time. It
You
jams
can't
my
hear
brain.
yourself until because Twitch has that little delay. Yeah. I hear you. I understand that. I too have dwelt in that cave. It's true.
Awesome.
I can hear you guys better now. I'm sorry. Normally I'm loud as fuck. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Did you just agree with that?
Yeah. You. I mean, I had to turn down my headset. I have delicate ears. I have sensitive moods. I'm a sensitive person. You were warned.
Ty did say you were sensitive. I should have listened.
I'm very sensitive. Yeah, how could you not? But yeah. So anyway, as I say, so you get toy variants of Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. You also get a abnormal alternative to Foxy, but it's not toy. It's something called Mangle. We'll cover this one in a minute. You get Balloon Boy, which is a strange animatronic. You get the puppet, which you get kind of briefly discussion about later. But we'll cover the puppet in a minute. So Mangle. Okay, Mangles are very interesting. Now, Foxy was a broken animatronic, so they thought, you know what we could do? Why don't we let the kids build their own animatronic? And
they tried to Build-A-Bear this? Are you for real?
Yeah, they definitely tried, and they succeeded, and they made something called Mangle by accident, which is basically a female type Foxy. The fur is white with bright red lips and very luxuriously covered in pink here and there. It's not got like a humanoid structure. It is literally, as the name suggests, it's mangled the feck. It's a monstrosity.
It's bad.
Oh, yeah. It's really bad. It has its own particular quirks. So a lot of the animatronics have their own little gimmicks now. But we will cover that sort of thing in a second.
How many of these animatronics in total do you ever encounter over the series?
All of them?
All of
what
them.
Do you mean?
So you deal with each one, like each one try, or is it just
all
the bear
at the
that
same
tries
time.
to get you?
At the same time, all of them at the same time eventually. So on the first one, like that's just easy mode. And basically the difficulty starts ramping up and they start all doing certain things. Like, so you start finding out on the first one, Foxy and
Freddy.
Bonnie
attacks
you on your left side. Chica attacks you on the right side. Freddy can attack you from either side. You start learning that's the particular thing. So if you start seeing one of the animatronics start coming towards you, you can start paying more attention on that side. You got that sort of thing on here as well. So both the Freddys and both the Foxies, or so basically Toy Freddy, Freddy Fazbear, Foxy, and Mangle will only go down the middle, if I do recall. Ooh, oh god.
Because
You also find out that you do get some precursor warnings. So the Bonnies, the Chicas, you see them down the middle corridor, but they won't come at you down the middle. So, oh, sorry, let me talk about the layout. I forgot. So you have no doors.
okay, there's no,
No
doors.
doors.
So you don't have
Zero
the sketchy
doors.
doors that you slam
You
down.
don't have this. No, you don't have the slammy down doors that protect you from like the giant ass.
So then, how do you stop them from getting you?
So we'll cover that. So you're also given a flashlight with its own independent battery, so you don't have to worry about the whole factory shutting down or the whole place shutting down. It's not even a factory. But there's a little drawback. So you now have to worry about 3 points of entry. You have your left, your right, and your straight forward. It gets really bad. You do have your display for your camera again, where you can look at all the rooms. You can bring that down. You get a little notification about a wind-up music box, which you need to wind up, because if you don't wind it up, the puppet comes for you.
And the puppet's not one of these guys. It's a separate thing.
No, so the puppet is an oddity. It's not an animatronic. It's literally a weird puppet, like Pinocchio with the strings, and it just gets pulled up.
So it's like a marionette. I hate that. No.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Yes. So basically you find out that it's scanning people's faces. And I feel like that they do kind of want to stuff you in the machine again. So what they've done to stop that from happening is they're giving you a Freddy Fazbear mask to cover your face up.
Oh, so you're just trying to fake them out like, there's no security guard here. I'm actually just Freddy.
Exactly. And
how does that work out? How does that legitimately work out?
So you find out that it works on. Oh my god! You find out it works on 90% of the animatronics. It tricks them all. Even Freddy, it tricks him, and there's only one of him. Yeah, it tricks them all. So that's cool. Now for the other ones, yeah, you just got to try not to let them get to you. So the ones it doesn't work on is a balloon boy. It doesn't work on the puppet. It doesn't work on Foxy or Mangled. But there are ways to counter them.
Okay.
I take it back. It does work on Balloon Boy. That is incorrect.
So
Balloon Boy does something else. Now you find out at this point, especially after the first game, it's all about audio cues.
I can't play this then. I can't play.
Yes, you can. Can you hear me?
Okay, is it directional audio?
One of them is, but if you just put it
Okay.
through, you're right. Because you hear the audio cue and you just know to press buttons. You just go do your thing. But yeah, you hear a certain sound which is a very nice addition. Is a mechanic, like in the real world mechanical stuff. No idea how it works, but you get it in the game. And basically, when they're one room away from you, you get this really intense audio sound. Which means you just got to be on your defensive. And so basically, certain animatronics hit you from the left vent, some of the animatronics hit you from the right vent, and some of them come straight down the middle. And this is where the fun and games begin. So on night one.
No.
On night one. Here we go. You get the phone guy again.
Is it the same guy?
It's the same guy. Of course, at the first time, you're thrown off by this because you know he's dead, right? Because you know the animatronics got him. Because that's why you're there and things like that. But yeah, he's on there. It was a mind-boggling thing. Okay, so on night one, he goes, hello. I'm here to give you those tutorial guys. So we don't have any power-based problems here. You do have a torch, which you have to kind of look after to don't worry about that. But we also given you this mask so that the animatronics thinks you're Freddy, really. Ha 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 ha. While this is happening, the animatronics are really on the move. It's not many of them. Only a few of them, wake up. The other ones, questionable. Let me just have a quick look. See, so the ones that are active on the first night, because some of them just sleep until like Friday.
Until later on.
Oh yeah. So
real quick, I'm so sorry.
Sure. No worries.
I have to pee.
Okay.
Are you cool with just a quick dance break real quick while I do that? And then yeah.
I'm not dancing, but yeah, sure, let's do dance.
Okay, well I'm right now I'm doing pee dance, so I gotta okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
Nobody talk about water or anything like that.
Chug, 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 chug,
No.
chug, 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 chug,
Alright.
chug, chug, chug.
Nope. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
My God.
I'm so used to just doing that. You were probably talking to them to chat for a while.
Yeah, I did. I was like, oh, no,
I'm
sad.
sorry.
Are you?
Yeah. Had I known.
Had you known? Yes. So, where were we? Oh yes, the
You were
phone
telling
call.
me about this game and everything that makes me not want to play the game because it has all
Oh,
of my
you're playing the
favorite
game.
things,
It has
like
all your favorite things
puppets
you want.
and creepy
There's
robots.
no.
I don't I don't want to do it.
It's fine. Just get in there. Get stuck
So
in.
I just said before you get into things,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so not to spoil it, but I do want to. I want spoils.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, I just did that. Thank you. I literally just went pee. You missed it. It was, or maybe I'm delayed. I don't know. I might be.
No, you're not.
No. So do the robot. Al, I hate you. I actually love you, but thank you for the hydrate. This is my problem. Told you. It just refreshed, so she will hit it. So do the robots? I know at the first one that they just think you're another
So,
robot. At any
yeah, without
point,
your shell.
do they have their own sentience?
Sort of.
The music is loud. I'm trying my hardest. I used to have it set, but then someone said it was too quiet, and then someone else said it was too loud today. So, if that is better, let me know. If not, I can't help you. I used to have it preset. I have an audio mixer on my OBS, but every once in a while when it updates, it does weird stuff, where it'll all be at the bottom or the top. I don't know. So at some point, do the creepy dolls and puppets ever like have legitimate sentience and actively make the decision to try to hunt me, or is it just like programming gone awry because nobody thought that would ever happen?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Okay.
It'll make sense eventually. But yeah, no. So, it's your day one in this new place, big place, you know. You're doing your night shift. You find out that the last guy, you know, security guard, he's done his job. He's moved to the day shift. You're taking his place. He's made a few comments though, like he's not too happy with the conditions. Yeah, security breach. Tigress, I don't acknowledge security breach. Security breach can go away. That's no. How dare. Who's that? Oh my god, Dickus. No, I'm not a nerd!
Hello, Dickus, my love. How are you?
Basically, you find out that this time,
He
there's
can
not a
go
real
away.
nightmare. You can go away? Oh, okay, I'm off.
You were sleeping on
Bye!
security breach. No, it's okay. Everybody chill. Nobody panic.
Bye. No, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I'll explain later why. Like, it's a good game. It's just, yeah.
He called himself creepy, so he's a creepy nerd. Oh my goodness. What is happening? What is happening? They've turned on you. Quick, bring Cloud or Misty back. This is how we say. See, Misty's here. Everything's chill.
I did call myself.
Why did he call himself creepy?
I mean, face. Hello. But yeah, as I say, so it's your first night. You get the phone call guy. You have the phone guy on the phone doing the same thing again. So like you got all the security on here.
But he's dead. He died in the last one.
But you fight. It's a bit strange. So the way they phrased it, right, is so they phrased it in a way that it sounds like it's in the future, and it's also because this guy's alive, it's in the past. It's very confusing, but you find out it's in the past. So essentially, what happens is they're successful at the moment. Like, there's not been a real big problem. So it's cool. So what's the thing is like they don't really have a night mode, so they still operate during the nighttime.
They're fully
And
operational. Is this before
they're
or
fully up.
after the child
Uh,
situation?
for the time being, assume before. Definitely assume before. Um, basically, the robots start roaming around, so they're looking for people, right? Because that's their job. They're meant, as I said before, they're supposed to entertain. They're looking for people, so they go where the people are. In this case, where you're sitting, because you're the only person on site. Now, again, they equip you with the flashlight. They give you the cameras. They give you the little mask. They give you a little wind-up music box, which only affects one animatronic. And you like while you're doing this, some of the animatronics start, creaking to life ever so slightly, and they start slowly walking and wandering everywhere. But it's an easy day. You successfully do the night. Happy days. So it's night 2. You hear the phone ring again, and the guy on the phone saying, "Look, you're doing great. Like, you know what you're doing. You've got it." But you might notice that there's a back room, and there's some older models sitting in there, and they're just from an older location. But they're essentially just scrapping for parts. But you can't imagine them doing anything or anything like that. But there's also a room which seems to be sealed off where you look on the cameras, but it's fine. So you find out that the old robots are there, which are the robots from your pastime. And you find out that Foxy's a bit twitchy, and you find out that it doesn't really give two hoots about that mask. And
Oh, so Foxy's just straight up Florida man in this.
oh yeah, it doesn't care that you got a math face or not. It's coming for you. I mean, it's trying to entertain you. I mean, something of that effect. But there is a way to counter it. So if you flash your light at it a few times, it just leaves. It gets disorientated.
Like I said, Florida man.
Mm. Um. Oh no. But yeah, just always remember that music box. It gets a bit stressful as a while. But yeah, see, basically a few more of the animatronics are getting more lively. When that phone call's going off, a bunch of them are already on the move. So some of the animatronics that are already on the active is basically Foxy comes alive. The toys are still active. They're way more active. Mangle's doing something interesting as well. And Balloon Boy is floating around. Now, Balloon Boy is very interesting. So when you first see Balloon Boy, you wouldn't think it's an animatronic. You think it's just a statue. But no, it's an animatronic. And it keeps saying, hello. Now, that Balloon Boy's the annoying one. So if you get caught by Balloon Boy, he doesn't try and kill you. He doesn't care. But I can tell you one thing, he's taking your batteries out your flashlight, so don't let him in. Or if you do let him in, just make sure you wear the mask so he just leaves and carries on with his day. Because you kind of need that flashlight to stop some of the animatronics from doing stuff. But yeah, no, you just carry on with your night.
I did a mistake. I looked Balloon Boy up.
Yeah. He's a cute little fella.
No, he's not.
He's a little sign. He's Balloon Boy.
I don't like this, and Are you sure you don't want to talk about cannibals? We could just segue right to cannibals.
Oh no, we're here now.
I am uncomfortable with puppets.
Let's
and
see.
He looks like a puppet.
There are about 4 or 5 games I want to cover here, and that's like what?
What?
28 nights we need to cover, and we've already done 7. Come on.
Yeah, broad strokes. Yes, Tickus agrees. Cannibals.
Let's not talk about the cannibals. We'll talk about cannibals later. Cannibals come later. So anyway, night 3, phone guy on the phone again, making references to Foxy and Mangle. Basically, just giving you a bit of fluff about Mangle. That Mangle is basically a Build-A-Bear sort of animatronic. It's fine. Broad strokes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how broad you can go with this game. Like, if you want to talk about it, you can't do broad. It's impossible. But yeah, just give you a bit of fluff about Mangle, where that one came about. So basically, essentially, like, they just wanted to allow the kids to build their own animatronic, and it comes to life and it does stuff. It has no intent to hurt them or anything like that. It's just it gets a bit freaky.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I'm looking up each of these ones, and I don't like how this is. I'm not playing this game. I'm never doing it.
No.
Just so we're clear.
Oh yes, you are. Oh
No.
yes, you are.
Okay, well then you have to
Yes.
be with broad strokes, because I don't do tutorials and I have to
Oh,
experience
I'm
it.
not.
If you're
I'm not
insisting that I play this game,
No, I'm not
I-
telling you how to play the game. I'm just saying you what happens.
I looked up Mangle, and I don't like that either.
Mangle's cool. Mangle's a fundy.
Friday
but yeah,
night, it's
so
Freddy's. Friday Night at Freddy's, brother.
so
Wait.
interestingly enough, go on. You like Foxy? Yeah, Foxy's cool. See, Foxy's awesome. But here's a fun fact. So on the third night, you do get an interesting conversation with the phone guy. So, and I quote, "Oh hey, before I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors that you may have heard lately. You know that these local stories come and go, seldom mean anything, and I can personally assure you that whatever is going on out there, and however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. It is all just a rumor and speculations. People trying to make a buck, Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close."
So that guy got a talking to from HR to make sure you didn't quit, is what I just heard. That's what I just heard.
So what I also heard was, I think somebody's head got bit. I think that's what that's referring to.
So this was after.
So this is after the bite of 76 and before FNAF 1.
Okay.
So from you shouldn't bite when you're oh my good lord. So basically, essentially, you kind of establish in your head what's going on. So at some point, this company you're working for found some animatronics, brought them into the back room. They wanted to repair them, couldn't quite do that, so they started using their parts as spares for the other animatronics. Which is why there's like a bunch of animatronics. Like, for example, Bonnie's not looking too hot, right? Bonnie's face is not on.
This is like Bonnie and.
The Bonnie, as in the rabbit, is missing its face.
It's a purple rabbit.
It's not so much a purple rabbit anymore. It's a purple robot without a face.
Oh yeah, I hate that. I should not have clicked that.
It's not good.
I should not have clicked
that. So essentially, you do that night. You're fine. The puppet is like shit hot tonight as well. It really wants to come out and play. Yep, not happening. No bangs, none of that here. Okay, fourth night.
Dickus, it's because I need somebody to handhold me through sound alerts. And I've asked, but nobody will do it.
It's just press buttons, isn't it? So you get another phone call on night 4, saying that you're doing well, you got the hang of it. And just a little bit of an update. There's a bit of an investigation going on, so you might have to close up in a few days.
Because of the child.
Oh, we don't know. So basically, what the guy's trying to tell you is that they're not acknowledging anything. They're not going to tell anyone or anything. They're keeping it very hush-hush.
Got it. So they got the parents to sign a waiver.
Assumingly, they're just not making any rumors spread, because something, like I say where I work, like if something bad happens, they go hush hush super fast. Yeah. So what? Oh yeah. So because I don't want to touch the story too much.
Now I'm curious. How
so
that?
I distinctly remember the night. So night during the day, so we're on the rounds, we're coming home, and we noticed a lot of emergency service vehicles coming past us. So we're like, oh shit, something serious has gone on. We just carried on with the rest of our day, tipped the truck, went home, and then the following day, basically there was a yard meeting, which was very abnormal because we only have yard meetings on the once every month on a Friday, which is really annoying because we just want to get on and go home. Basically saying, look, something serious has gone on, but just don't talk about it.
Something serious
So
went on. You don't know anything, and also don't talk about it.
don't talk about it. So immediately, what everyone does is talk about it. And we found out very quickly that there was a very bad car accident involving one of our trucks.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's quite bad. Somebody lost a leg. Somehow, somebody with the recycling truck managed to tip the another vehicle over, but there's so much misinformation and information not going out. Like, not much was heard about it, but we did find out. So essentially, the driver got sacked. The one of the loaders that lost his leg basically got compensation, assumably, because
I would
it's not
hope
good.
so.
Yeah, it was a big bad thing, that one. And the other loader, not too sure what happened to him. I know we did see him come back, but he just suffers from PTSD from it, which is understandable.
Right.
And also, so my brother, lovely guy, he happened to find the vehicle, and because nobody saw the vehicle afterwards. Only a handful of people saw the vehicle afterwards. Sorry, take it to the lie, because there's people who were driving past. That's how the information got traveled. But nobody took any pictures because it was like, what the fuck? Let's help our crew out, sort of thing. But my brother found the vehicle in storage, and holy shit, I am surprised somebody only lost a leg. Yeah, because the front end of the vehicle was missing. Like, there was no
Oh my.
cab. The cab was gone. So the fact that that happened is a miracle in itself. But that could have been like, basically they just cut it out so they can release the pressure off people.
Yeah, like the jaws of life, or
Yes.
whatever they call
Um,
that. So you said like something terrible, hush hush. My mind immediately went to there's a serial killer and they found body parts. Um,
no. So I think oh, what you mean with my workplace? No.
yeah.
No. But there have been cases about people being found in big wheelie bins. Because we've got a procedure in place whenever we do like these big, like, your dumpsters, like your
Yeah.
big boy ones. So we have a procedure in place where we have to check the interior of those bins every single time, because either homeless people or drunks sleep in there,
Yeah.
and our truck don't take kindly to people. Funny enough, so we
It
had to check.
smushes it. It smushes it to make room for
Yes,
more.
and so the thing is, the reason it's a procedure is because obviously somebody got caught in one
Somebody got
and died.
smooshed.
Yeah, somebody got smushed. So yeah, shit like that does happen. It's scary. But anyway, moving back to FNAF, where it's a little bit more cute and cuddly-ish.
I don't think this is cute and cuddly. Like, the song is a bop, the one that like gets stuck in my head all the time. But
Yeah. But
I don't like the yeah, it's the one on TikTok. It gets stuck in my head, and then I have to listen to it for like an hour and a half to get it out of my head. And like I understand I don't like it. No, I don't like puppets. So
I've heard. So, in addition to what you found here from this phone call, is just as a side note, avoid eye contact with the animatronics tonight if you can. They're thinking somebody's like fiddled with their facial recognition systems that they have, but they've been acting very unusual / aggressive towards staff. They interact with the kids fine. They just, whenever they encounter an adult, they just stare.
I don't like that.
Really freaky stuff.
Could you imagine if you're like the chaperone for like a large party of children, and everything's good, they're all having a great time, and you just turn around and there's Bonnie just mean mugging the shit out of you.
Oh yeah. So again, all the animatronics are getting more and more leery. Though one of them's taken a nap. Actually, two of them's taken a nap.
So every night that
more
goes on, they get more of them wake up.
Oh yeah, more of them wake up, and the more aggressive they get. So the puppet is like at 50% strength at this point. It's really bad. That's night 4. Night 5. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So night 5's
Oh.
happening. So there's been an incident. That's the subtext of what's being said. You don't know what it is, but everyone's keeping hush hush. They think somebody's going around messing with the animatronics. But basically they're saying just keep an eye on what's going on. Like the building's in lockdown. Nobody should be in that building. Period. But basically they're looking for a member of staff to cover your shift once you've finished. And they're trying to get in contact with the original restaurant owner. And they think it was called Freddy Family Diner. It was Fred Bear's Family Diner or something like that. It's been closed for years. They'll be able to track anyone down, but just hang in there. So nothing. It was a quite short, sweet message. You find out that the animatronics are pretty much on the move. It's okay. Like at the beginning, it's okay. Although Toy Freddy at the beginning very angry, but for the rest of the night very chill. But with the exception of everyone else, it's pretty much getting more angry as the night goes on. But hey, it's fine. You done it. You survived your night. Very easy. Good job. GG. Well done. Well done. Now, because this is in the past, and obviously there's inflation as time progresses, so you get paid a little bit less. So you've just done 5 nights from midnight to 6 o'clock in the morning. You're now earning $100.50. And your name is Jeremy Fitzgerald?
Fitzgerald?
Yes. And also, there's a date stamped on it. It is, because I think your dates are a bit mangled up compared to ours. So it's the 12th of November, 1987.
Yeah, US does month, day, year.
Which I can understand. Yeah.
Instead
it's
of
with the sort.
Day, month, year. Which would make...
because it makes sense for me because that's what I've been brought up with. But I can also understand it in the sorting system because you're better off working with the month than the day because then it just gets broken down a lot more conveniently.
I think it has a lot to do with like Julian calendar date stamps. Make it easier doing it month, day, year. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I used to work in manufacturing. And that was this resetting the date stamps for stuff made it was very easy. Yep, and that's all that thought was. That's all we're getting.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. Glad you shared it with me.
You're welcome.
Right. Okay.
I'm glad I was able to help you.
Fun stuff coming up.
So
you done your week? Your job's done. Go on, carry on. If you want to ask questions, feel free.
Okay, so you said there's 28 games?
No, 28 nights.
Okay, so that's math, and amount.
4.
Yeah, you're a bunny.
4.
There's 4 games. Wait.
4.
I'm hearing you whisper 4, so I was reading and I got distracted, so I forgot to math. But so 4. There's 4. But that doesn't make sense.
Well, because 4 times 7 is 28.
But you don't work 7 days. It's 5 nights.
But you can work up to 7 days.
But
you can. You don't have to, but you can.
Okay. Also, I don't like the Poppet. I looked it up and I hate it. I don't know. I don't understand. So okay. So obviously this game series is a big deal.
Yes. So.
But
there is more I would love to touch on. It's interesting. So basically, if you just play the game, you don't faff up. You don't get too much of the lore. But if you faff up, make mistakes, you lose, you die, you get little mini games pop up, which once you complete, you get lore.
So you learn more stuff.
You learn more stuff and some other things.
Okay.
You get good endings and bad endings and stuff. I won't explain on how that works because it's so cheeky. But yeah, so you can do night 6. Like you can come back in. Basically, you get a phone call saying, "What the hell are you doing there? Did you not get the memo? That place is closed down." Oh.
What's wrong?
I'm finding some lore out myself. So
Okay,
you
well,
get a
no
message.
spoilers unless it's
Oh
really
no, no,
okay.
no.
Okay.
Fine with me. I'm reading it. Because I already know the majority of the story. So essentially, because that's why we're here. We're talking about spooky stuff. I'm just here for you for the jump scares.
Yeah,
So
okay. It sounds like you're trying to make me not want to play this game. Instead of bamboozling.
well,
I mean, I appreciate the honesty. I do. I really do.
right,
But
play the game.
also,
Play the
I
game.
don't want to deal with
Play the game.
puppets.
Play the game. Play the game. Do it. So you get a phone call saying, "What you doing? You're not supposed to be there. Like we're done. The business is shut down." But so basically, someone used one of the suits. We had a spare one in the back. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. You're better off finishing your shift than just trying to leave in the middle of the night because one of the animatronics will just get you. But when the place eventually hit, he'll end up taking the night. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So what he says is, when this place eventually opens up again, he'll probably end up taking the night shift himself. Good luck.
So does that Schmitty then?
No. So that is the guy on the phone from the first game as well, saying like he's going to become the security guard, which you find out in the first game. Which confirms that the chronological order is. So basically, the phone guy is giving you information on how to play the game. During this one, he's saying, look, we're shutting down because something bad's happened. Somebody's like lost a chunk of their head. Somebody's now used one of the suits. Like, this is seriously bad. You shouldn't be there. But yeah, this place is shut down. Just go. Once you're done, just leave. Never come back. Once this place comes up, I'm probably going to end up doing the shift. In the night guard stuff, and you find out in the first game he does the night guard shift and he dies, and then you take his place in the first game.
But wait, if he's on the phone in the... But wait a minute, that means that the whole time he was a ghost.
No.
Oh.
So right, okay. So
I'm over here trying to big brain this shit.
Yeah, that's far too big brainy. Right, okay. So you find out in this game, which is in the past, that he's trying to give you tutorials on how to do your job, and then you find out from messages that the place is shutting down, and if there's a job opportunity, he's probably going to be doing the job because nobody wants to touch you with a 10-foot barge pole. And then you find out in the first game, which happens in the future, that he has done his night shift stuff, and he started leaving recording messages for the next person, whoever ends up covering it, if they find anyone, that how to do their job. But you find out during the recordings, he dies. And he doesn't, because he doesn't leave you a night 5 message. It's just that weird, creepy, which is a really cool little feature they do, by the way, because it's actually reversed.
It is reversed?
Yes, it's reversed. If you play it back the same way around it, you reverse it around, you hear some other things. Because they like doing that a lot. But yeah,
I love little Easter eggy things.
They do it a ton. But here's some fun stuff. Basically, because I know I touched on Golden Freddy, so here's a real cool thing. So Golden Freddy's a bit strange, especially on night 6, because from 1 to 5 he's not active. Night 6 he becomes active, and his difficulty is literally random. So he can go from 0 to half strength on the first 2 hours, and after that he just calms down, which is really bizarre. But the interesting thing is, you find out who actually kills the phone guy. So initially you thought it was Freddy. It's not. It's Golden Freddy. Or, could be wrong. I take that back. It's definitely Freddy makes the music box, but on the second night, the audio that comes out of the phone is Golden Freddy. So it can be assumed that Golden Freddy is the phone guy.
Okay. That...
Yeah, it's really cool. I will try and get back to that audio clip and then see if I can reverse it and see if he starts going hello hello in that one, because that'd be cool.
That would be cool, but that's also, I don't... Okay, so there's a bunch of these different games, and there's the game that Ty mentioned which I have to scroll up for, that started a.
And
Cause I'm just trying to mentally.
mm-hmm. Take your time. I believe.
Okay. I'm unsettled by puppets. I am unsettled by this.
I had
just
her.
because I don't like. So here's I told you already. I'm not ever gonna play this game. You're out of your mind.
I'm sorry. You are going to play this game?
No.
Oh. Oh yes.
I also no. I'm not doing that. But
Do it.
So okay.
Don't let your dreams.
So if I were to play this game, I'd have to start at the first one and work my way through to be a completionist.
Yes. And also, there's no achievements.
Oh, then listen. If I'm not gonna get prestige,
So
is
the
there
only
even
way
a point?
Yes, there is a way to get prestige. So when you complete the 5 nights, you get a star. If you complete the 6th night,
So
you get a star.
there's in-game achievements, just not Steam achievements.
Yeah, which is really annoying.
That is really annoying.
When you complete the 7th night on the highest difficulty, you get another star.
I do enjoy gold stars, the little stickers.
Now, don't quote me, but I think there's a way to get the 4th star.
Well, let's not spoil it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you're on a steamroll, and I'm terrible about this.
Can
we switch to the forest?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Please.
Mm-mm. 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 Can I? I will switch to the forest because there's some because it gets so much worse on the 3rd night on the 3rd game.
You don't mean that.
Oh, I
No.
do. Oh, I really do.
No.
Because I even left notes on here just so I can. Because basically, right on the 3rd game
You
onwards.
basically went through and took notes. And you're like, this is things that will be unsettling.
Oh no. Oh yeah, these. So on the 3rd game, they start making characters like. So you understand like at the end of number 2, you understand of all the animatronics. You understand of the phone guy. You understand the Mike Schmidt and the guy that you play in number 2, and then that's it. That's all the characters that they have. You find out a bit more. You start so as I was saying before. Essentially what ends up happening is when you start failing the game, you get a chance of a mini game, and basically it's you just playing out a scene that happens, and essentially what happens is you find out a bit more fluff but you find out about this new character which you don't see anything else of, and it is referred to at the time the purple guy, because that's all you got.
Well, the bunny thing is purple.
No, nope. That's what it was thought initially, but it's not Bunny, because Bunny's blue in these scenes, and it's just this weird purple guy who's just there. You don't know what happens. You don't know why it happens. Oh my god, they're remaking Warcraft 3.
Wait, really?
Yeah. But carry on.
No, so was this Grimace before, or like was this Grimace after McDonald's made the changes and they got rid of him? Because remember in the 90s, Grimace was a huge deal. He was a big purple dude.
No, this is not that guy. This is somebody else entirely.
Sure? Because it might be Grimace.
Oh, I'm very positive. Because Grimace is a cuddly thing in comparison to this purple guy.
So cannibals.
Hang on, I'm not even done yet. I'm not even done yet!
Oh my god.
So yeah, you complete that night. You do night 7. What was up on night 7? It was oh my god, what is this? What is this? What is that? Who are you?
So now Combat's gonna play all these games live on stream for
Already
all of
have done,
you.
thank you.
He's gonna do it again.
Already,
He
I'm
just
not doing
said
that again.
he would.
I really wouldn't. Basically, on the 7th night, you don't get a phone call. Essentially, it's just for completionists, you know. And essentially, if you go, oh, okay, this is cute as fuck.
Okay, what is it?
Okay,
I'm
so
okay
I
with
didn't know this. I thought if you put everything on 20, that's it. You get the last start. That's not officially true. So on the last night, it's called referred to custom night. If you put the original 4 on 20 difficulty, which is the highest difficulty, by the way, and complete the game, you get your additional star. This is where it gets really fun. So you can get like these challenges, which, for example, let's just say Knights of Misfits. If you put Balloon Boy on the highest difficulty, Mango on the highest difficulty, and Golden Freddy on 10, you get a object for your desk, which is a little miniature Balloon Boy. Isn't that cute?
not actually, because I don't know why. I thought
You
this
go on.
happened to me. Okay, this happened to me when I was reading the A Song of Ice and Fire books, and I should have known. So I was doing the thing where you were saying the names, and I was like, I'm gonna look up their photos and see what. I did this with Game of Thrones, and basically, I was reading them. I was reading the first book, and they had just come out with the series on HBO. So
Mm.
I looked it up because I was like, I want to see, like, because I like to imagine the characters as I'm reading stuff. Most people who read do things like that, I'm sure, unless they're weird and they don't imagine things or see things when they're reading. Um, which apparently that's a thing people do, or like people don't have interior monologues. But no. So I did that, and I was like, wow, I like these characters. I was reading the first book, and I saw that they had Sean Bean cast as Ned. And I'm not going to spoil it, but if you know, you know. And I did this, and I made the mistake of looking up these different characters, and it had a different effect. It wasn't that it spoiled it for me, but now I'm just unsettled. And I shouldn't have done that, and that's where I did it bad.
Mm.
I don't like Balloon Boy. I don't like I
You
will
don't
say
like Balloon.
Foxy's
Okay.
cute. I will say Foxy's cute.
Well, you can get a Foxy plushie for your desk on the game if you put Foxy and Mango on 20 and complete it, which is piece of piss. But this you get a cupcake if you put everybody on 5 and complete it. If you put everything on 10, you get a microphone. And if you put everything on 20, you get a golden Freddy Fazbear. Isn't that the cutest? But yeah, but basically, if you do the custom nights and complete it, you get a referred to as a pink slip saying your employment has been terminated for fiddling with the animatronics. Fun stuff.
So either way, you're not gonna be employed long, which is fine. They should honestly
Mm.
just burn. I think they should just let you do, like, instead of like Power Wash Simulator, it should be Arson Simulator, where you just go to different locations and just light that sucker up, because just kill it with fire. That's how I feel. The end. I don't like it.
Mm.
I don't like it.
Oh,
No.
I haven't played the sound to you. Hang on, I will go to the cannibals momentarily. This is the last bit second last
Thank
bit I'm going to
you.
do for you.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't know.
how's that going?
Hold on, try it one more time.
One more time?
Yeah, I just cut the music
Yeah.
off because I was getting
Oh.
drowned out.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me just find it again because I've lost it. Hang on. There we go. Ironically, these are OGG files. Let me just find my playback function. Let me just close that down. I can't believe you're asking for bloody Forest because I literally...
What? Okay, so cutting the music off didn't really help me. I still don't know what just happened, but it sounded creepy and I don't want it. Are we still... Yeah, we're wrapping on Friday Night at Freddy's. We're talking about Five Nights at... God damn it. Five Nights at Freddy's, not Friday Night at Freddy's. But we're gonna swap...
Give me a hot second. So I want you to hear what that's actually saying because it's reversed.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find the ability to do that in this program because they've updated it a lot since I last used it. What does that do? No. Maybe. Yes, there's the button. Okay, brace your buttholes because this is what was actually said.
Sorry. I love you, Ty. So that sounded like General Grievous, who smoked one too many cigars. I still couldn't understand. Do you know what it says? What does it actually say?
So I think it's like it's been sped up ever so slightly, but the more you fiddle with it, the more distorted it becomes. If I can just find it again, hang on. Can you? Where is it? No.
Talking about
No. We'll talk about cannibals. Don't you fret about it. Don't you worry about it. We will talk about cannibals. Here we go. Right. So what was said was, it is allowable that mass agricultural development is not speeded by fuller use of your marvelous mechanisms. Would it not be easily possible to employ some of them quick laboratory experiments to indicate the influence of various types of fertilizers on plant growth? You are right. Countless uses of Boss instruments will be made by future generations. The scientist seldom knows that contemporaneous.
I'm making you read. I'm sorry. I just realized.
Holy shit! This is a word.
So it's like very wordy, and it
It's
sounds
very
like
short,
they're like,
yeah.
no, you guys can grow stuff if you just put people in the plants crave brondoate and people.
And a very, very particular word, because this comes out of one of the fan games that was ever made. The joy of creation, or creative, in this case. Which is relative to one of the games that a fan makes, which is called The Joy of Creation, which is a cool little game, which I never played. But anyway,
so
let me talk about forest.
Before we switch to the forest real quick.
Do you need PP
So the
again?
dates? No, because Al has been very nice and not been slamming hydrate.
What a lovely guy.
I don't even know what the hell that word is, to be real with you.
Right. You know what?
I'm not. No, we're not gonna play sound it out. What? Clap it out. No.
Contemporaneous. What the fuck is that? Existing or occurring at the same point. Oh my god, I can't be doing with that.
You know, it's fine. I'm just gonna throw it. We're gonna play a synonym game. But no. So the dates that they give you, are they like in future? Like, are we believing this is future time, or is this like an
Oh no,
alternate?
this is the past. This is 1980. The
Okay.
second game happens in 1987.
Okay. Cool. So like the
This shit's
idea
happened.
that AI will it's done and past. This is clearly there's no need to concern yourself. I will hydrate. Thank you, zombie. You
Oh no, there's every reason to concern yourself. There's maniacs on the loose. There's bloody animatronics that will just bite your head off.
right? But like real people outside of this the world and atmosphere of this game don't have to pay because there are some games that are set in the future where like your brain can go what like anxiety brains can go what if there's no need to worry about that because it was in the past.
Well, if that's the case, I want those anxiety brains to understand. I'm still waiting for my hoverboard.
Still very pissed about that as well. Yes,
Yes.
I was lied to. I was bamboozled. Where's my
Oh,
hover?
and yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So they made it. Because you obviously know about the little video that they did where they officially released the hoverboard on the day that they said it would be on the film, and it was a fucking lie.
We were lied to. Then we were all
Sorry.
then deceived. Ugh, someone else. I'm
Well
sure it's somewhere out there. Someone's got a hoverboard. They're just not sharing.
Mm.
So cannibals. We're gonna go into that. So the forest was the other game you wanted that we were talking about. Where
The
it's
forest.
creepy.
So it's very more creepy and a bit more darker.
And it doesn't seem maybe from my my limited perspective of the forest, which was doing the starter things like this is how you have to do this, collect whatever. Right after I finished that, I just went on like turtle genocide, so I don't know if there's actually lore to that, but I understand that there are a lot of creepy boys in the caves. Caves.
And they come out to play after a while too.
Yeah, because there's like all these like little skull totem things that you find everywhere. I found a bunch of them when I was hunting down every turtle in existence. But from my understanding, there's a couple of things that are super not so cool about that game. There's the cannibals, but there's also mutant cannibals. And even just like the fear of like you're in a cave, you're walking through a cave system, and you're finding just random stuff.
Yeah, so as you know, for those people who don't know, in the forest, you're on a plane, you see your kid there, you have a little cuddle, try to go to sleep, try to watch the in-flight movie, bit shit.
Well, that's because they didn't put on a B movie, and that's where they messed up.
That's true. And then tragically, because they didn't do that, the plane splits in half and crashes. Who knows why? You find yourself in the middle. You find yourself in the middle of the aisle. You look up and you see essentially this tall, ominous man covered in red picking up your child and fucking off, and you pass out again. Which is cool. But yeah, you wake up. You're in the middle of the forest. You're in this like plane crash. If anyone's seen Lost, it's like that. The beginning of Lost. That's
I've actually
you
never
right
watched Lost.
now. Get out.
No, I'm dead serious. I've never watched it. I have heard many people talk a lot of shit about it, but I'd never watched it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I've just not seen the end of it. I think what pissed people off was the ending.
So here's the thing. I know what the ending is because
I've heard. I was just pretending to myself that it's never happened. Oh, it is on Disney Plus.
the man is also wait, a naked man covered in red stuff absconds with my son.
Yeah, so he steals your child. Yes. Yeah. So I'm just trying to gloss over this because there's a lot to it, but I think
It's not. I don't think it's.
not
Is
even
it lore
covering it
heavy? I
very
don't
well.
think it's a lot lore heavy. But
It's
more
not
like
lore heavy. No.
more creepy, monstery
Yes.
heavy.
What would honestly, Tigress? I ain't gonna. So yeah.
What are we even
You find
talking
out.
about? Honestly, we're just vibing, talking about creepy games, and
Because somebody's too scared to listen about FNAF.
Okay, first off, I don't want to anymore. I don't like puppets. And I did my own problem where I Googled the images of these things. They're creepy, and I don't want to think about it, so I'm not gonna.
That's only on. I've only shown
I'm
you
more
like FNAF
comfortable. I'm
2.
more comfortable talking about cannibals
Wait until FNAF
because
4.
we can. That's a mouse tool for later.
FNAF 4. Anyway, right. So, okay, the island. So, well, as you explore the island, yeah, we're talking about the forest now, Tigress. Right. So we find out, on your journeys that essentially, how can I phrase it? Some Christian missionaries come,
Of
which
course.
goes well with cannibals on the island. I do love the mechanics of the cannibals on the island. So as you make your appearance, like you walk around, you like try and gather stuff, I guess, try to survive, and then you just notice some footsteps, maybe a quick shadow, maybe a snap of twigs. I'm like, okay, and then you start seeing them, naked people who are also cannibals. But yeah, no, you start noticing there's cannibals, and they kind of get curious about you, and then their curiosity turns into aggression because you are a walking bag of meat to them.
Well, yeah, because they're probably crazy. Kuru's a thing.
What's the thing?
Oh, you didn't know about this?
What's the thing? Sorry,
Kuru.
Kuru. What the fuck's that?
Okay, so okay, here we go. This is my jam. Okay, so people are meat. We can all agree
Yes.
that people have meat. We
Yes.
are now. If you listen to some cannibals, they're like people taste just like pork. The long pink. But
Yeah.
so there is an issue with cannibalism that a lot of people who do like art that has to do with cannibalism, like movies or books or anything like that, they touch on this without ever like identifying what it is. But basically it's like your brain you go crazy. And the reason it happens is because when you are basically like boning a person, phrasing, hold on. When you are
It's correct phrasing. I get what you're saying because
yeah, you know what
I've
I'm
done that.
saying, but like it
I've
sounds
done that. But
bad.
what if
Yeah,
if people don't know what it is? Yeah, it's
I'm
bad.
sure people do bone other people, but like no. So when you're like carving up a person for in the intent of like harvesting their meat for consumption, you have to be very careful because spinal fluid contains specific enzymes that do something with the human brain, like a live human brain, and it causes kuru. You basically it's like mad cow disease only but with people.
Yeah.
And it's real bad. Like it starts out very like as a neurological thing. It starts out, not very noticeable. You have, like your widened gait. You honestly a lot of the symptoms kind of match up to like severe dehydration. But over time, that person's grip on sanity just completely slips and erodes until like they're just straight fucking nuts. But it's real. There have been modern cases of Kuru, because not because people be cannibals all the time. To be clear, that's not what happens. But because there are certain um, indigenous, there are certain groups of folks who culturally consume part of their deceased, like as a part of burial rite.
Mm.
But again, that's a specific culture. Those are specific cultures that practice that, and they may not be aware of what happens when you mishandle carving up a person. But yeah, so Kuru, that's also, and
Okay.
it's super weird because if you think back, I was talking to Ty about this earlier. So mummies, right? The reason
Yes.
that okay, so mummies, people go like it was a whole thing the early 1900s, people were like going to Egypt and other places and digging up like essentially fucking grave robbing. Let's be honest and call it what it is.
Mm.
And then they'd be like, "This belongs in a museum," and then they'd haul it off, quote unquote, for a museum. But a lot of the times, the bodies of deceased folk that were exhumed from these places, these temples, these pyramids, over from that area, were sold off to aristocrats, and they ate them.
Hmm.
And it's hard to, and it's for me, my like brain trying to solve things. It's like, did these rich white people contract Kuru, or were the mummified bodies no longer tainted, but not tainted, but did they no longer have that active enzyme, so they were able to make a workaround? It's really interesting to think about. But yeah, so uh, that's a fun fact, and I didn't know if you knew that. So
No, I didn't.
cannibals.
I wouldn't. When you said about it, they like not as like the actual name of the disease, but when you said that, I had a running feeling that would be something like mad cow disease
Yeah,
because it would make sense.
yeah, that's the only
Um,
thing I could really equate it to. Like that made
yeah,
sense.
because
So
it
that
makes sense
might
because
be
there's I know
why
mad cow disease.
why
Yeah.
they're like creepers in the forest looking at you, because they're at that point, maybe they're like, if they started out as regular people, regular folk who also ended up on that island,
Mm.
then maybe like after a certain amount of time of just like, munching on peoples, they just are like, just at this point, just full on crazy. I didn't mean to derail you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
This is fine.
It's fine.
Cannibals.
Cannibals. Right. Cool stuff here. Righty ho. Okay, so you go around, you find some missionaries or evidence of missionaries, and you can kind of gauge what sort of time zone they're from because they're really into it, and they have dynamite sticks too. So that's not something a missionary typically carries, and it's not really anyone typically carries because we got more sophisticated in the modern era, like with plastic explosives and such. So they're
Yeah.
from the past times. You find some sketches of the local, such as the Virginia sketch, which is, I believe, is the leggy one, which births little babies, which are fucking horrible.
Virginia
Um,
12 legs or some nonsense.
yeah, and then you had Armsy, which is the one with a ton of arms, and then you had Stompy Stomp, and yeah, so they're the mutants. So as you play across, you start finding a bunch of cannibals. You start finding a bunch of mutants. It's all fun. It's all fun. It's
Oh,
not fun.
I'm so sorry. I misspoke earlier. Thank you, Ty, for pointing that out. So it's not an enzyme, it's actually a protein.
Oh,
And the proteins fold and it creates prions. It's very dangerous. If someone has prions and they need surgery, the tools have to get thrown away. And she would know.
oh, really? Can't you not like burn it and reforge it or anything? Like you have to like literally toss and toss.
You have to walk them to Mount Doom,
Mm.
and you have to just yeet that shit into a volcano. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Very strange. But yeah, no, you find like that missionaries have tried contacting these tribes to see if like they can convert them because missionaries love doing that
They
dumb
love
shit.
that shit. Oh,
Like,
they're all
how about
about it.
leave people the fuck alone? Um,
Quote him. Absolutely. Sorry, go on. So
sorry,
missionaries that
yes.
go.
You start finding a large variety of cannibals. So you start finding like there's a bunch of different tribes and things like that.
And then they're mutated as well, like Virginia.
Oh yes. But so you find the starving ones, which are skinny. Then you got the regular ones, which is like regular people. Then you get the pale ones, which are more blue, which you pay attention to. Then you have the painted ones, which typically like are painted, I guess. And then you have the masked ones, which are the most fucking freakiest bastards I've ever seen. Because they wear people's faces over their own faces. Don't know why. Um,
It's for the aesthetic.
it's so fucking horrible.
So
yeah.
okay, hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned blue people.
Blue people.
Because at first I
Yes.
thought you were gonna go for like they were albinos, but the blue
No.
tinge, isn't there like a family of like
There's a generation of blue tinged mutants. Yes.
no, but there's also like in real world there is a family of blue tinted people.
Oh really?
Yeah, and the reason that it's not more widespread is because of um some Targaryen bullshit. So they live in the hills. This is in the
Yeah,
United States.
that sounds more like metal poisoning.
It is. No, you can't. Okay. So, silver poisoning does cause that. However, there's a mutated gene along with this family, and their whole family has it, and they're all tinted blue. And the only reason that it's not more widespread or it hasn't been bred out of their family is because they
Uh,
have
they,
inbreeding.
they like I said, they love each other very much.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's interesting, though, that they have blue people on this island. I just love when game developers do cheeky nods like that. I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
totally. I'm sure that's a reasoning. Uh, but anyway, so the more you stay on the island, the more you start realizing that they start patrolling and they start learning. So if you decide that, for example, you're going to build a base somewhere, they're going to learn that's where your base is, and they're going to start visiting you a lot.
No.
Even if you're not there, they'll visit your base a lot. And it's really creepy. And in single player mode, which is my favorite feature so far, if you decide that you're going to go to sleep overnight, they can find you and then they just hover over you while you sleep, which is a bit creepy.
Note to self:
Not a fan.
don't play single player if not genociding turtles. Okay. So.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so like, is there ever an end game? I just wanted to know.
Oh yeah, there
I
is an
haven't.
end game.
I have
There
not
is an
got.
actual
Do you ever
story.
get your son back?
Yes.
Do I have to actively look for my son to get him back?
Yeah, he's not gonna just find his way back.
Oh,
So
I'm never gonna finish that game.
yeah, you're gonna have to. So basically, on your journey, you find about these missionaries. They jot down some things. They jot down some pictures of some like artifacts, like obelisk sort of structures, some of the mutants on the local islands and things like that. But you pretty much find out that yeah, they're dead.
Of
Can't
course.
imagine what it was. Maybe they just got eaten. Who knows?
They
But yeah, you
wandered
find
off. It was a workplace accident. They wandered off.
yeah, you know. You do find some intelligence every here and there. So you start finding some videotapes of what they find. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's literally in your journal. It says find Timmy. Like it couldn't be any more, objectified than that.
It's an
Ooh.
objective. But listen,
Ooh.
the turtles. Hear me
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, like wiping a species off the face of the earth is a bad thing.
I know it is. I know it is. I didn't like the noise they made when I had to do. I get that way sometimes. It's like when I was playing Vault Hunters and the chittery coconut crabs. I couldn't deal with that, so I had to wipe them off the island that I was on. I didn't realize that when you planted the coconut trees, that more would happen. It was a whole. I think I was actually talking to you when I was murdering a bunch of them. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, okay? But I did almost get them all. I will say that. The efficiency was there.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. Here we go. So when you go across your journeys, you start finding little camcorder tapes, and you start playing the back. You can see stuff happening. Interestingly enough, they find a strange obelisk and they start fuck-arsing around with it.
Of course.
And essentially, oh wait, who the fuck is that? No way.
It was at this moment we found out that combat actually is looking up cheat codes. He's
Oh,
gonna
God.
he's gonna speed run this shit later.
Oh no. No,
Well,
I
I know
had to
you've been
play it
playing
with
the
an
Sons
idiot
of
juice.
the Sons of Forest,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing takes place. Are you? I don't know. It takes place on the same. No, it's in Virginia. Or you're looking for Virginia.
And the second one you are, yes. So interesting enough, for no really bizarre. No, I don't think there's any relation at all. So Virginia in the first one and Virginia in the second one are two unrelated entities.
Different Virginias.
Yes.
Because I was actually very confused about that. I was like, is that the same?
Potentially it could be us, but I don't know. So during these camcorders recordings, you can play them back, and you find that basically a little girl in a helicopter arriving on the landscape, who's clearly on some sort of life support system, and then people walking around talking and things like that, saying hi and don't want to be recorded, and then they're like doing little experiments. They find the obelisk, they open it up, and then there's a video of, so you find there's another child there, and you find out that he has like some really weird spasms. Like they're not spasms, they're like, imagine having a rave party and everybody's like doing all the dancing, and then you put all that energy into one person, but they're not taking it too well. That's pretty much it.
Oh no.
And then they started experimenting, I'm guessing, and you find out that they have accidentally created the Virginia, and it breaks the fuck out and kills everyone, including the
Wait, the
little
little
girl.
girl. The little girl is the Virginia.
No, the little girl is not the Virginia. The little girl got killed by Virginia.
Why'd they bring her there anyways? I don't understand that. That makes no sense.
So what you find out is essentially they were trying to cure her problem because she's bound to a wheelchair. She is not in a good place. And they conducted experiments to see if they can cure her. And by the looks of it, using any means necessary.
Got it.
Okay. And essentially what happens is they conduct their experiments. And essentially, I think everybody dies, with the exception of one or two people. Which isn't good. Let me Yeah, essentially everybody dies, but you walk around a bit more. You start finding some other bits and bobs. You start find like milk cartons for missing children. So you start figuring again 1 + 1 = 5, and you start figuring out that they're kidnapping children. Which ain't great.
But why?
Yeah, for experiments. So essentially, what I think the general consensus is, so they found this machine. You put there's some strange energies or something. I don't fucking know.
I mean, honestly, it sounds like they're trying to do like an occulty thing, like some Lovecraftian thing with this obelisk.
It's honestly, it's very ironic you say that, because it does have a very Lovecraftian theme, like the machines, like by design. But yeah, they've been putting children in there, see what happens, see if there's any positive results. By most standards, no, there isn't much positive.
Like
results.
Low key, I think we can all agree Lovecraft as a person, garbage. However, his creatures and the mythos he created, phenomenal. Like, maybe I should actually play the game and not just fuck around when I load it up. Should actually give time to actually play it rather than. I think I spent like 2 or 3 hours just murdering turtles.
Yeah,
For all
you
I
need to
know,
start
things.
like
For
murdering
all
other
I
things.
know, like I could have been watched. Who knows?
You could at this point you could have saved Timmy. Just saying. Instead of like, fuck arsing around with turtles, you could have actually saved Timmy by now. So are you worried about spoilers?
I mean, mm,
Okay, on a realistic
Ty, am I worried about spoilers? Because the
Oh
baddies
god.
and I are gonna play this game, so I want to make sure. I don't know if Ty's even still in chat, because I know she's doing all of the things. But she is still in chat. She'll tell me if I need to worry about
Yeah,
spoilers.
well, if you're going to go back and play it and with the intent of completing it, I will try to avoid some information.
I appreciate that.
But that's all I need to know if you're going to be going back to play it.
Yes.
Because a lot of it is like you got to go hunting for the information and so on and so forth.
Oh, I'm out of coffee. Bummer.
Bummer. Ty? Can we get a mod chicken Ty? Ty! Hey! Hey! Ty!
She's gone. She left.
Okay, I'm going to assume you will be going back and playing it.
Yeah, just better to assume that.
So I'm gonna give you the long story short stuff.
Okay,
'Cause
broad strokes.
There's not much. There's not much story in this except for the ending. So basically, you find a company. It's called
Any second now he's gonna
Sahara
finish.
Therapeutics, I think they are. Which start fucking around with the obelisk, and they find that it does something with the energies and life force of other entities. You find that basically they store whatever comes out of it in rooms to watch, and inadvertently started making the mutants.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, quite a lot, because everybody dies. When you explore the land, you find a yacht which has a magazine on it, dated back to. Let's see if I can find it again, because I have seemed to have lost it, because that's what I do.
That's fine.
But yeah, I think it was like 1984 or something, rather something like that. So it's a fair old while ago. Like people being there. In a sense, well, I say that's not entirely true. Like, people on occasion do find the island by chance, but for the majority, like the people that are there, which is the guy in red, if you walk around the island, like on your first run, if you walk around the island, you find him, and he runs away.
Oh, so he's only big and bad when he's taking a kid. But now, when I see him in the world, he gonna act like he don't know me. Okay, that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Again, I can't really tell you what happens to him, because end game stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Not great, by the way. But yeah, you basically essentially find out that these everybody on that island, with the exception of yourself, the red guy, your son, are mutants. Everybody is a mutant. Not a single person is a naturally
occurring.
Yeah, no, naturally occurring entity. They have been modified in some way, and what it could potentially be, it's unknown. It could. So you find out it's either that every single cannibal that you find is a mutated little child, or something even worse, which this is where it gets really grim, creepy, and dark. So they've been putting kids into this machine, and out comes, like, say, I don't know, Virginia, or Armsy, or Cowboy. Virginia gives birth to little babies, right? And those babies survive, and they obviously grow up. It could be safe to assume that those cannibals are the babies when they grow up for the Virginias who are mutated children. Now, that shit's creepy.
That is obvious. This is an
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
query, but does that mean that Virginia fucks?
I don't know. Or
What?
it could be. I
Or
don't know
like
what the particular term is. Or they might be like
asexual reproduction?
asexual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Um.
honestly, because there would be really no way to know because unless they explicitly state that that's like the one is it's one or the other, it that is.
Yeah, because the thing is, I don't think you
Because
want like as even any
she's
organism.
mutated. Yeah, she's mutated
Yeah. Don't
into
want
from a child to like many
to
leg.
monster. Mm-hmm.
She got legs for days, months.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot
Um.
of cave exploration as well.
Yes.
Kind of like where you
So
find.
what I will tell you, because it's something you well you probably won't discover it, or you might do. It does, but it's not the end of the world if you
If I
find out
will,
that.
if there's any chance that I will absolutely get lost and wander to a place to find it, I will just imagine I'm going to get lost because that's going to happen.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna find out that entire like those caves you visit,
Hmm.
they're all one cave. It's one giant fuck off cave.
That's so okay. So I live near the Appalachian Mountains
Sure.
in the U.S., which, if you go back to Pangea, is also like the same mountain range that also at one point was
Hmm.
part of the Highlands. Like that whole situation. Like if you go back to Pangea, it was all one thing, and then when the continents split apart and all of that, what have you, they became separate ranges for obvious reasons because there's an ocean there. But there are a lot of cave systems in this region, and there are whole sections that have never been checked by people. So there are some theories going out around there that all these hundreds of caves systems are all actually linked to one another. They're all one.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. It potentially could be because I know. So I do distinctly remember seeing a documentary on like quartz caves or something like that, and like the
Mm,
like just to emphasize on the scale, like the quartz crystals, obviously like 100,000 million years old, like it forms very 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 slowly, and they're probably like if you got say I think you call it a semi truck, like what we call articulated vehicles, which is basically a
yeah.
truck with a truck, and you just pointed it, and then you put it on its back, and it's like pointing up to the sky. It's like we're talking quartz crystal thicker than that, like all naturally formed, and it's
Big shiny.
grossly
Big
yeah,
shiny.
and it's grossly hot in there, like the deepest part that they could measure was like 85 degrees Celsius, which is
Oh my god.
that's temperature where bacteria will die. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like shit like that, and like potentially, so you can't really explore it. So potentially, like all the caves could be all connected to each other, like through cracks and stuff like that. But then obviously you're probably going to get the oddity like with caves where they're not connected and things like that, because like it's just like a little opening.
I mean,
But yeah,
even if there wasn't explicitly a reason for the mutation, I mean, I know a lot of different because like caves. There's I'm not going to delve into cave cryptids. We're not going to go there, but caves in particular, you hear a lot of folklore about people, whole towns allegedly that exist within these cave systems, but because they live in these caves, they don't ever deal with surface people.
mm,
Um, which is like, oh, that's so sweet, but also like terrifying. Because for so many reasons, so many reasons. And of course, when you're having a somebody lives underground for however many generations, of course, natural selection, things are gonna happen. Like mutations are going to happen.
yeah.
Cave of the Crystals? What's that? Risky click
Oh,
of
is
the
that the
day.
cave I saw? Yes, that is the cave I saw. Yeah, that
Nice.
place is magical. I would not want to go in there, but holy shit.
It's magical. I'm never going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that. Like, yeah, that shit's deep.
That's so pretty. Wait, so is this selenite or quartz? Gypsum.
This selenite near Crystal North. Yeah. So I just knew they were like massive crystals, like huge. It was probably like literally the only thing keeping the cave up as well.
Probably.
And I would like, and I look at the floor, I was like, I hope you don't slip. Like,
Selenite's
honestly.
a weird crystal in that it's strong, it's sturdy, but it's also really brittle to some degree in certain situations. Like
Mm,
I've got a selenite stick and it's rough one like directionally one way, but I could snap it in half if I like toward it the other way.
right.
Kind of like slate rock, I guess in that fashion, but shiny. And also you shouldn't eat it.
No. Atypically, you shouldn't put things in your mouth that you shouldn't be putting in your mouth, no.
Rules are for suckers. No, I'm kidding. Uh, no.
Mm,
Uh, well, no. So the reason I say that is because there's like a growing trend of people being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put this crystal in my water, and it's gonna like
oh,
raise my." Okay, there are certain rocks and minerals you for sure should not put in water you're about to drink.
yeah.
Don't do it. I'm gonna say it right now. You shouldn't do it with selenite. You shouldn't do it with gypsum, and you definitely should not do it with malachite. You
Just
don't have to
don't
look
do it
into
in
it, just don't
general.
fucking do it. Like, because you'll die. You'll die.
Hmm.
Sorry, we got distracted with crystals. Because caves. Because
Yeah.
cannibals.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, so another thing, the company involved, the reason that they're doing what they're doing initially, because it wouldn't just be a random one-off, it's like they were doing it beforehand. And the reason they were doing it beforehand was they were trying to get like life longevity and
Of
better
course.
youth, longer youth. And
Just
inevitably they
moisturize.
said,
Just fucking
yeah,
moisturize and eat better.
yeah, they were fucking around with strange technologies. Um,
That is very Lovecraftian. That is, yeah, for sure.
yeah, so I think there was a reference to the little girl that was on that helicopter who got killed by one of the mutants. I think so. She probably got took there to see if like they can improve her health. Didn't go too hot because one of the mutants got out and killed her. But I think after that happened, I think a lot of people were well, someone was in very much a denial about the fact that she was dead and said that she isn't dead, she's just sleeping. So they got very
Just
obsessed very quick.
sleeping.
And then basically the end of the game happens, and then yeah, happy days.
Happy days.
Which I can't really talk about because you know you might play it.
And I appreciate that. Thank you for respecting that I may want to be bamboozled on my own.
No worries, but you will find Timmy.
If I look for him. If I look for him.
Oh, yeah,
I have to
you'll
look for
find
him.
Timmy.
Yeah.
You have to look for him. You actually have to do things.
Womp womp. Okay. Alright, so today we talked about Friday at damn it! Five Nights at Freddy.
5. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Five
Mhm.
Nights at Freddy's.
Well done.
Yes. Yes. I never ever have said it wrong ever in my life. We talked a little bit about the forest, and I was unsettled by puppets, but I feel better now that we've talked about cannibals. Which is odd, and I'm fine with it. I think
Yeah.
this is on brand. Also, real quick, I have to tell you this thing that's unrelated to anything we talked about, but I learned this yesterday, and I have to share this knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Martha! Hello!
Hello.
Hello! I'm so happy you're here. Axolotls. I don't know if you remember. I found out recently that axolotls are cannibals. They eat other axolotls. And I don't know, I think somebody told me Kits raises them. I may be confused. But I also found out recently, like as of yesterday I found this out, because my sister was texting me random things that are facts. Because I told her that axolotls are cannibals, and she's like, did you also know that that's not even their final form? Apparently, if you stress out an axolotl, it will just fuck right off out of the water and transform into a land creature. It'll become a salamander if it gets stressed out, which is a big mood. And now you know that. The more you know. You didn't care to know about that, but I just need to tell somebody. I've been very pumped about this knowledge because it's so crazy to me. There are videos out there of like stressed out axolotls being like, nope, fuck this. Combat better be wearing that outfit or this whole stream is a lie. Yes, Kits. Okay, Kits has axolotls. Okay, so I did remember correctly. Cool. And I keep meaning to ask them about the axolotls, just because I think they're the cutest ever. But that's besides the point. I'm sure that right now, Combat is wearing the Yoshi suit. In my mind, it's a real thing. And I'm not gonna ask for proof. You just have to believe, Mafa. You have to believe. Just believe in it. You don't need proof. Right? Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Oh god, that tab was still open. Ugh, that little puppet dude. Okay. Well.
It gets way worse.
What?
It gets way worse.
I don't want to. No.
Oh, it does though. It gets so much worse.
No, thank you.
No.
We're gonna segue, I think, because we've been going for. We've been going for 3 hours. Did you know that?
Yes, I can see the timer.
It's probably late for you, so let's
It's
segue.
11 o'clock at night.
It's what?
It's 11 o'clock in the evening for me.
Yeah, because your time is forward than mine. Do you guys have daylight savings times this weekend or next?
Yes. I don't know, and I don't talk about them because I think I'm going to lose sleep.
Oh, I'm losing sleep. Yep, because the time's changing. But I want to just kind of circle back since we talked about some spooky stuff. I was unsettled. You're working on Partner. You were talking earlier in your stream about kind of theming your days, because I know you usually do Tuesday, Thursday, and then the weekend days.
Yes. Oh, thank God it's the 26th. Okay, I don't have to worry about that anytime soon. Ugh.
Uckers? UKers. It's fine. I know how to read. No, so you're doing something Tuesday, something Thursday, silly Saturday, and whatever Sunday?
Spooky Sunday. That's the plan anyway, whether it works.
I appreciate you respecting that Spooky Saturdays is me.
Oh, is it? Oh, no, I don't do spooky on Saturdays. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, you've never done anything spooky on a Saturday. Ever. I know you're talking about also, because you have Combat, you have your Discord community, and you're talking about doing community night stuff. Community things. So I know you usually do like you have a community server, I think Valheim, right now?
We did. The Valheim one, I shut that down actually today.
Oh.
Because nobody's been on it for over a month.
Bummer.
Yep. So
TTT? So TTT?
TTT's on the menu, Prop Hut's on the menu. Some other community games like Perfect Heist 2. I'm looking into getting a. Thank you. I'm looking to see if I get a mod for Risk of Rain 2 to see if we can get as many people as we can on there. I'm going to be probably invading other communities just to get even more people involved, and that'd be cool.
That's fair. And I know I've also just been conscripting you for random projects I have, which I appreciate, by the way, how willing you're always just like, yeah, of course, whatever you want, Bunny. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
£10. That's my only concern. £10, please give.
Do what? £10?
£10. £10.
No. You just take it out. You just take it out of the money that people were sending you. because you put your PayPal up earlier.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's
Sure.
that was yours. What are you
What are you talking?
that was
Okay.
yours.
Yeah. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll just we'll call it even. How about that? Deal.
Sure.
Yeah, it all worked out. So you're working on partner still.
Yeah,
So
long way away. Hopefully get there.
you're gonna get there. You're absolutely gonna get there. I believe in you.
Okay, I'm glad somebody does.
Yeah. So if you're here, I'm gonna do a shout out in a second. But if you're watching this on YouTube, just pop on over to twitch.tv/combat dude and
That's the one.
follow.
That's
Do it.
me.
Absolutely. Show up because the streams are awesome. I always have a good time. I know you've been playing. I keep wanting to say Rain. It's not Rain. It's King of the Castle. You've been playing that a little bit. I know you've been doing Sons of the Forest.
Yes. Which
And
I'm gonna have to do things to make that work.
are you still having capture issues? Or not capture issues, the quality issues on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, because I found out what the problem is. So Sons of the Forest just wants to use everything, period, regardless whether it's actually using it or not. But the problem is OBS wants stuff, Windows wants stuff because Windows being a greedy little bitch.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So I have to. What I've concluded is put my old graphics card in my computer, so then make everything external run off that, and then games on the big boy one.
I have to figure out what's wrong with Sinking City because I've been having an issue with that as well, and I haven't been able to go back to it.
Sinking City.
Yeah, so it was a Lovecraft game. Well, it's
Mm-hmm.
based on Lovecraftian thing where you're a little detective boy, and you end up like dealing with the different like cults or whatever. I only got to play a little bit on stream, and I didn't realize it because I was playing at the time, and I didn't have to look over except to look at chat. But like, it was very like freeze framing, and nobody told me.
Yes.
It was like a slideshow, and I was like, "Oh God, that's awful. Why did
Yes.
no one tell me?"
God, I love the encoding.
Love it. Love to see. I mean, the game itself looked phenomenal on my end when I was playing.
Oh yeah, I know. I had that exact same issue. It looks fantastic on my end, but your end, oh good God. No.
It's like, well, now that you've experienced this game via slideshow, hopefully both you and I will figure out our respective games. I am pumped. I know you were doing RimWorld for a bit. Are you gonna go back to that at any point?
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
Just not anytime soon. Yeah.
I would say like I have so much silver, but it resets every time.
Yes.
So.
And I have to try and catch you folks off guard because some of you sneaky little shits like hanging on to that silver. So when I do reset, you just go, oh, I'm just going to use all my silver accrued up to this point and just spam a million fucking scrolls. You know who you are. Don't you try and walk away from the screen and stop grinning, Bunny. I can hear it.
Okay, first off, I only do squirrels in increments of 50, and I'm much more likely to do manhunter packs and fertilize goose eggs.
Monsters, all of you. Every single one of you. You know the crime you committed. They'll be punished.
Don't you know? I've never done anything wrong in my life. It's fine. But yeah. So I'm very pumped. I'm very pumped to see what you got going on. And to see these different themed days. So what's the other ones?
So I was thinking like maybe Twitch Tuesday, Thingy Thursday. It might also be Twitch. Silly Saturdays rather, and then Spooky Sundays. So it's basically the idea is on Thursdays. My Tuesday I'll be doing more Twitch integration stuff. Thursday possibly the same sham. Oh, what was it? It was Try Hard Thursday, which will probably end up being Elden Ring.
Yeah. That's
games like Contraband Police for Saturday, like the more like let's just sit back, chill the fuck out, and just play games on Saturday, and then spooky stuff on Sunday, if applicable.
If applicable. I've got tons of titles I can recommend you because I haven't gone through them yet.
It's not even about whether having the game or not. It's more over
time.
Because so Sunday for me nowadays is like, you know, Well, so I do airsoft. That's kind of in the air at the moment due to politics at my gaming site because I live in a lovely little area where there's nothing for frickin' miles.
It's the perfect
Uh,
solution.
yeah, so
Make
the
your
sites we
own.
go to, that has been concluded that we might do that. And I have found a place. It's just trying to convince them to do it because so the people who saying like they want to do it is just one of them is very finicky about things like say, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and then never does it. So
That's
like
what
was it?
we call a flake.
Yeah. So we had was it Thursday? Not Thursday. November last year. He said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do a Belgium trip." No, tell a lie. It wasn't November. It was August. August last year. It was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do like a Belgium trip." Like, okay, I'll tell you what, because I've never been abroad at that point. So, right, I'm going to make a passport, we'll get that done. Panicked about it, rushed, got it done. I ended up going to Amsterdam for the TwitchCon thing, which I didn't go to TwitchCon, I just went in the localized area. I wish I went to TwitchCon, but I'm also glad I didn't go to TwitchCon. It's a bit this, that, and the other. But I used my passport anyway. But when it came to that trip, it never happened. The Belgian trip never happened, it got delayed to November. So November came. I piped up again saying like, what's going on? Are we doing it? Nothing happened. I'm like, okay, it's been delayed again for this person's birthday. This person's birthday is in 9 days and we still haven't heard nothing. I'm like, so I've now cancelled the holiday. I'm assuming we're not going. I'm just gonna pretend it never happened and be on my merry. It's annoying because like I actually went out my way to deal with it, you know, set holidays and I think
I'm sorry.
thoroughly, and it's all right. I'm not annoyed. It was a bit of a disappointment, but hey ho, what can one do?
Crime.
I don't know. Let's not do crime. Let's
Yeah,
avoid crime.
I've never told people to do crime before. That's crazy. Well, I do appreciate you staying up
nice.
and what?
Well, carry on. Appreciate
Okay.
me about staying up stuff.
Yeah, staying up and telling me about spooky things. I do appreciate it. I also appreciate that you gave up your Saturday evening for this. Again, people, if you're not following him, you should, because he's cool. And do it. Just do it.
Okay.
But I don't have anything else that I wanted to talk about right this moment. We've got some stuff in the works. Nobody's redeemed the raid thing, so I'm probably just gonna raid Scotty because he's raising money for St. Jude's. But unless you have a particular person you'd prefer I raid.
No, I'm all good. Feel free. It's your strum.
Okay. Well, again, thank you. I appreciate you. And I hope that everybody has a really good rest of your spooky Saturday.
Yeah, it'd be great. I hope you have a great time.
You know I will. I've got community night in a little less than 3 hours. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not too bad. It's still middle of the day for you.
no, it's 6 o'clock. So it's still pretty. I mean, it's 6.
Of course, yeah. No, time's progressed, doesn't it?
Yeah, we started out early, but yeah. People on the internet, I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be doing the same. I'm not gonna do the same exact schedule next week because I don't have Monday off, but Wednesdays and Saturdays are gonna be static. So, and if I get stuff done before then, in between, that'll happen. But thank you again, Combat, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye, internet.